Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese and this is Johnny Ruun. About 15 years ago, I stopped playing RuneScape 3 and now I'm back, and through my avatar Johnny Ruun, I'm rediscovering the world of Gielinor. Now, in the previous installment, in addition to doing some smithing, Johnny Ruun assisted in a little bit of a heist situation, which he may or may not be feeling a little bit guilty about now. So perhaps he'll go visit a priest somewhere in town to confess his sins. And maybe, while visiting that priest and trying to find closure about what he did, he might end up, you know, starting I.Slayer. But first, Johnny Ruun would like to have some better armor, some better weapons, some better tools. In order to do that, he's already got his smithing up and his mining. He's ready to start working on steel, even if he can't wield it yet. We'll deal with that. But first things first, he needs to find some coal. Now, I know where coal is in the game, but Johnny Ruun doesn't, so he's got to figure that out. Oh, first things first, Johnny Ruun needs to actually check and see whether or not his exchanges have taken place yet. Oh, looky there. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we sold a number of our offhand bronze knives. Like to see that. We sold a number, the entirety of our iron knives, I guess I should say. And we've sold a few of these, but not for enough. Not for nearly enough. We're going to go ahead and cut that sale, and then we're going to repost these. Let's see if we can't do a better deal here. What are we willing to take for these? Are we willing to take half off? Are we willing to say 50 each? I'm willing to say 50 each. If they sell, they sell. Oh my gosh, who is this? I noticed they kind of ran up to me right as I was going over here. They did not say anything yet, though. So I assume that neither of these characters are fans of the series here to say hi. It'll happen one of these days. Eventually, one of these days, it will happen. Now, this appears to be a dwarf right here, which would suggest to me, and possibly to Johnny Ruun, that he might know where some coal is. Pardon me, my good dwarf, but might you happen to know the location of some coal? Are you asking me that because I'm a dwarf? But of course! Oi, so you think because I'm a dwarf I'm gonna know where some coal is? I mean, do you? Alright, I do, but you can't just go around assuming those sorts of things. Well, fortunately, the kind dwarf here at the Grand Exchange has informed Johnny Ruun where he can find some coal, but before he sets out, there's something we need to do. You see, now that we have achieved level 20, we are capable of manufacturing a level 20. I've got to find it. I know it's going to be here. Oh, actually, no, it'll be under smithing, won't it? I actually don't know how to view the things that you can smelt with steel, but I know that we can make the next tier up of the mining box. And that would be a good thing to have. So I believe it'll hold coal. I don't know, actually, now that I think about it. It might only hold metal ores. Let's get out the iron ore box. Let's do a little examine on it. Holding 10 resources, iron and below. So it doesn't specifically say metal. That's good. Now, in order to upgrade this bad boy, we will need some steel ingots. And typically, I'm a fan of manufacturing those myself, but we don't have any. And I'd like to have some before we leave town. Oh, good gosh, they're expensive. Unfortunately, I think we'll need 2 of them if I remember right. That seems a bit nutty. 4 grand? The economy is out of control, and we'll probably not get them quickly unless we are willing to pay a little bit over. So let's commit. Okay, we didn't have to pay too much over, but still, that really ate into our budget there. So we got noted steel bars, and the reason you get noted, again, I know most of the people watching this probably already know this information, but for the few out there who are maybe new to the game, notes allow you to carry more than your max stack, because steel takes up individual inventory slots, but you can hold stacks and stacks of notes. You just can't do anything with them other than trade them in at a banker. So that's how that works. Now you know, and you're welcome. Part of me feels like I might also want to go ahead and, I haven't decided this, but maybe buy a steel pickaxe, or at the very least get some steel and craft my own. Now that I think about it, just so we'll have that when we go, because it'll be better than the one we've currently got. Let's see. Steel ore box. Yep, 2 steel, 1 iron ore box. We're going to go ahead and grab one of those. And, oh, hold on. It did not finish heating. That's right. So it's not going to be instantly heated until we get some levels up, unfortunately. Shout out to Jungle playing on the official Howdy Folks server. Maybe I ought not tattletale on all of these people. They might not want the world to know what they're doing. They might be like, maybe they're supposed to be doing work Maybe they're working from home right now and someone at the office is going to see this video and be like, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. No one knows what time I recorded this, or what day for that matter. Hey, you finished smelting this steel ore box. Let's go compare the price for a steel pick versus 2 pieces of steel, because I think that's how much is required for a pick. Ah, local... Yeah, get rid of that bad boy. Yeah, there we go. I could be recording this at any time of the day. You don't know. So a steel pickaxe, which is different than a steel pickaxe +1, I don't know how you get a +1, and I don't know what the difference is. That's 6,442. That is substantially more, but it has been upgraded once. How do you upgrade a steel pickaxe? Well, it'd still be cheaper to just get the steel, and also we'll get smithing XP if we do that. This feels like the correct thing to do. Wait, no, would it be cheaper? What am I looking at? Steel ingot? That's not what I need. That's not what I need. We need steel bars. Let's not get silly. This ain't Minecraft out here. We'll take 2. And we'll be willing to pay slightly above market value. And also, I saw this twirling away back here and thought my screen was broken for a fraction of a second. Perfect. Excellent. I think you can actually use these on the banker and they'll denote them for you. How many would you like to... Oh, no. You can just deposit them. Well, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. And a shocking twist, man who has returned to game after 15 years does not know what he's talking about. I don't even know where I got that idea from. I think I just made that up whole cloth. I don't think that existed at any point in either version of the game. Steel pickaxe. Let's get going. Are we gonna level up again while working on this? We're getting very close to level 21, but we didn't quite make it. Great, so we now have a steel pickaxe, which we should be able to put on our belt here in place of the iron one. Do we get the iron one back? Maybe we gotta take the iron one out first. Hello? Remove iron pick, and then we right click and we add to tool belt. There we go. Excellent. So now we can go sell the iron one and hopefully recoup some of our expenses today, albeit not all of them. We're also going to leave behind some crayfish because I really just don't feel like we need to hold on to that many crayfish. Sell that bad boy. Actually, that's not bad, what we're getting out of that. That's pretty good. I should just be selling these constantly. We'll take 5% off if we can sell it quickly. We're not going to sell it quickly. What do crayfish go for these days? That's not bad. I'll take 240 for them if you can sell them. We probably won't be able to sell them. But we also don't need those slots right now anyway, so we might as well just let it go. Now, fortunately, that dwarf over there gave us a list of locations where coal is available in free-to-play areas. By the way, he didn't actually. This is a bit. This is the lore, right? We're doing the... In case you're like new to the series, that dwarf has no information that's at all useful for this, okay? We like to make up canon and lore for Johnny Ruun. There's one other thing I wanted to do real quick. So I love the custom cursor. I think it looks real sharp. It's real nice. But you might have noticed anytime I get too excited, it gets real big and turns into the default cursor. And I'm just going to disable because I find it distracting how it transforms. But if it's just always the default oh, it does look a lot worse though, doesn't it? Maybe I can change the cursor in Nobara to be the game's one. Well of Goodwill. What is this? It doesn't matter. It's not relevant. Now the only question is, how eaten up is Johnny Ruun about his part that he played in a near burglar? It wasn't like we didn't actually succeed, and the thing we were trying to steal wasn't real to begin with. But I think it's the willingness in his heart to do crimes. Just to get... And he wasn't even looking for money or riches. He's just trying to get his name out there. He wants to be world-renowned. He wants fame and attention. What are you willing to trade for that, my guy? You know what? He's decided he's going to let it sit for a little while before he goes to the Saradominus priest. Because we're not a big fan of Saradomin anyway. Dude's sort of a dweeb. Let's get running, get away from this mangy, filthy, stinking mongrel following us. Try to outpace this guy. See if we can't get across this invisible bridge. There it is. Into the barbarian village. And eventually, one of these days, we'll find some reason... Sorry, what was that just a dwarf sitting right outside there? That dwarf has a quest. Johnny Ruun has been captivated by the presence of a dwarf in a place he does not typically go. Oh, Gielinor's Ground. You know what? It's free to play. He saw it, he was captivated, but not enough to stop and... Is this coal? Johnny Ruun is concerned now. No one mentioned to him that there was coal right here. Did the dwarf intentionally keep this information from him? It's not super conveniently located just because Like, it's very far away from a bank. You know what? Johnny Rune's gonna carry on right now. Just for right now, Johnny Rune's gonna carry on. Because the place that they directed him was to a mountain that he's run past a couple of times now, but has never bothered to enter, which contains a little dwarven encampment, it looks like, as well as a mining colony. Now, he's never been here before, but he was assured that it is acceptable for outsiders and humans to enter, but you have to figure out how. Climb down ladder, maybe? Yeah. Okay, here we are. And true to his word, the dwarves don't seem to care that we are here. Now, Johnny Ruun wasn't given... Oh, you know what? Son of a gun. Hold on. Isn't there a guy that runs a... Oh, there is! I was gonna say, I knew it! I knew it! I probably got comments about that by now, but I think there is a shop down here that sells pickaxes. We were looking on the surface and we needed to look underground. I just had that memory come back to me when we got down here. I'd completely and utterly forgotten, but I'm pretty sure it's this guy, Nermoff. I think he probably sells pickaxe. I think he might even sell the pickaxe that we were looking for previously. He's got steel, he's got mithril, he's got adamant, he's got rune. The prices aren't that bad. Heck, depending on how much more I could sell this iron pickaxe for at the G, I could just carry him over there and sell him. But where's this ladder lead to? Where's this one take us? Oh my gosh, he's just got a manufacturing machine for them. I'm afraid you can't use that ladder. Droker is very strict. It's for power station workers only. They got power stations here these days? That's crazy. Well, now it's time, not for Johnny Ruun, but for just Reese to try to remember. I think the coal is over here. I know that the mining guild is over there, where there's bountiful, infinite, plentiful coal. But I think where we want to be is over here. I think there's actually... I remember the scorpions, but I think we're a high enough level they shouldn't mess with us now. Actually, that's probably not... Well, we're level 28. I remember being terrified of them before. When I was a young man and having to like kite them. There's coal right there. There's coal all around here. Is there iron down? I think there's iron down here as well. Johnny Ruun doesn't know that though. Johnny Ruun's got to figure that out. Yeah, there's iron over here. Luminite, whatever that is. Oh goodness, we are not a high enough level to avoid being attacked. And I turned off auto retaliate, so we would have just stood there and died if we weren't careful. Are we going to do this? Can we do this? This is the King Scorpion. Notice it's the King Scorpion. That's probably what I'm thinking of as well as a kid. Let's run away. Let's just not engage. Let's just not today. We found coal. It's over here. Go mine the coal. Mine the coal, don't die. Mine that coal, you won't die. What is going on over here? A magical door and a chest? There's some intrigue over there. I wouldn't mind knowing more about it. Ooh, use a steel pickaxe or better. Wait, hold on. I am using a steel pickaxe, aren't I? Did I just sell? Hold on. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait just a second. Oh, you have completed Swift Pick. Oh, I thought the game was giving me like a heads up about something and was confused. Let's go! Level 27. Uncommon gem rocks. Cool. Level 28. Very exciting. Increased stamina while mining. So coal rocks double ore mining. We got that at 27. Increased stamina while mining. And uncommon gem rock emerald. Very good stuff. So I'm semi-AFKing this while editing a previous episode, which you can probably hear in the background. Level 29, feeling fine. With level 29, we've unlocked more coal storage in the ore box. And if we were members, it's not even relevant. We ought not even read it, but how much more? 120, I would assume? Yep. Let's go! Let's go! You've reached your total level 300 milestone? I guess we haven't been doing math lately, but yeah, we're 300 levels, which is kind of crazy. Let's fill up our ore box. And I'm actually curious now how much space there is. Okay, we've got a ways to go before it's full. I really want to find out what's back here, because this is sort of intriguing. The door is creepy, so that's the only thing really holding me back from like just... You can't see any way to open the door. Examine. There's something in this door for me to put objects in. What is that? I inspected it earlier. I wonder what's inside. Yeah, you and me both. Oh, right. With level 30, we unlocked mithril ore. pure essence, a mithril pickaxe, which we should get. Even if we're not going to go get mithril ore, we should buy that mithril pickaxe just because it will be better. Or a cratonite, whatever that is. I have no idea. Unfortunately for us, mithril, I don't know of any. I mean, there's bound to be some in free-to-play. I just don't know where. I guess Johnny Ruun could go ask the dwarf again. I don't think there's any down here. Actually, the map might tell us what's down here. Beware of scorpions, access to Falador, iron, Dwarven Mine Resource Dungeon. What? What is the Dwarven Mine Resource Dungeon? Phasmatite? I need to know more about that place. Luminite, I don't know anything about either. There's a bunch of great stuff in here. The Runite is in here now. I don't remember there being Runite in there before, but right on. I'm on board with it. I'm not mad about it at all. Living Rocks Cavern. Oh my gosh, there's a lot more going on in the world than I originally knew. An archery shop, because that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where to go about finding some of these things, but I'm sort of determined to find some of these things. There's a forge. Oh, you can make your ores here down here if you want to. You can do all kinds of things down here. This is spectacular. Wait. We can empty our coal into that, right? So we don't have to go to the bank. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Where's our guy? There he is. Come here, you. What you going? What's one of the mithrils going for? I mean, that's cheaper than we're gonna get it anywhere else. Sorry, can I talk him down? Oh no, this is how many we're buying. What a silly fool I am. Yeah, buy that sucker, and then we're going to go ahead and it's crazy how little time we've spent with this object, but we're now gonna get rid of the steel one that we made. We're going to remove that. We're going to equip the mithril one. Look at that. And then, I don't know. I know we could sell it to him, but it's not going to sell for nearly as much, right? 100? You're out of your mind, you funny bunny. Let's not call him that again. I'm surprised he didn't say anything about it. He probably didn't like it. I know I didn't. Let's access the forge. And let's see if it'll let us empty out all of our... Deposit all materials. No, it doesn't want our coal. Probably because you don't actually use coal in smithing. You use it in smelting, and these are forges, and there's no way to smelt down here. So no, in fact, we can't put our ores inside of here. I got all excited for nothing. Carrying on. That's okay, man. Such is life. We're gonna keep going till we get this full, and then we're gonna go work on some iron. And then if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure on the surface, over here in Falador, I was gonna say, yeah, there's a furnace right there. Now, in terms of location to bank, maybe not the best one in the game, but it's not terrible. And it's right up top, and we can get to it via, this little secret that Johnny Ruun doesn't know about yet, but that I sure do. It's weird that the game seems to pause itself when I open that menu. Not sure what that's all about, because it's a multiplayer online game, so you wouldn't think that would be how it worked. I think we're about to level up again. I just looked up for my editing, and I was like, wait a second, something big's about to happen. Higher critical swings against mithril rocks. Higher chance of finding geodes when mining mithril rocks. Very cool. Very fun. Not mining mithril right now. Oh. Your ore box contains 42 of 120 coal. I was wondering why it wasn't filling up. Did it actually successfully empty into here? Does the forge and the anvil and the furnace all share one sort of interface? Did that actually work? Even though it didn't seem like it worked. I can't check inside of here, but I wonder if I click this button, okay, and then we close this, and we have a little inspect here, the ore box is empty. Okay, then. That does work. Well, that's good to know. That's very, very good to know. That is downright critical information. And now all of you know as well. Ooh, level 32. 5% better critical swings. Let's go. 33. Increased stamina while mining. Is that noticeable? I don't know why I zoomed in. The stamina bar stays the same size. Maybe it's noticeable. Yeah, I don't know. It seems kind of the same. Level 34. 5% better critical swings. It's been alleged, but I don't know if it's true. I'm not sure. You tell me, I'm telling you. It seems unlikely that that is true. At least I don't see a difference, but it's only 5%. So I guess I probably just wouldn't notice. Okay, so we're at 120 of 120. Now I'm going to see if I can't work around over here and get past King Scorpion. He's up there. If he can't get me, I think I'll just stay back here and collect these oh, there's only really 2 that I can reach, which means I'm not going to be wandering around here. But so long as the King Scorpion can't get to me, I'm content. I'm confused about this. I think it was members only or something. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to pretend like I know what it said on that screen. Where'd the king go? He looks so similar to all of the other ones. I guess they've got slightly redder legs, or I'm imagining that, the 2 kings versus the regular. I would love to go get that one, but I'm not able to do so at the present moment. If I run over here and just hit that real quick, I mean, it's so dumb because they're both there and they're definitely going to attack me. I guess I shouldn't. There's also just other places we can mine iron. We don't have to do it here. We're under no obligation to do it here. We can go mine iron elsewhere in the world. Johnny Ruun knows of other places that mine iron exists. He's not obligated to be here dealing with this. Level 35! Ooh, it's one of the requirements for Legacy of Seer Gaze. We have higher critical swings against mithril rocks, higher chance of finding geodes when mining mithril rocks, and we can mine sandstone if we were in the money, which we are at the present not. Oh, it looks like this one is now full of both iron and coal, so we're going to run back over here and deposit. I really hope that this is actually working the way that I think it's working. Deposit all, and it says into metal bank, so I assume that it must be working exactly the way that we think it is. Oh, look, view metal bank. Oh, I don't know, you could do that from here. Oh, that's magical. Like, literally just right-click on this and view metal bank, and yeah, you can see all of our coal and all of our iron. Oh, this is kind of cool. I kind of love this a little bit. Level 36, mithril rock double ore mining. Cool. Ooh, gather a total of 1,000 resources. It said something there. It said something there. Level 37! Level 37 mining is one of the requirements for Spirits of the Elid, and more mithril ore storage in the storage box. Cool. We're gonna hit Addy before we ever mine a single mithril. I would give anything to get to this rock right here, but I'm not risking it with a King Scorpion down here. It's just not happening. Unfortunately, to get there, I'd really need a hero to come in and save me, you know what I'm saying? Who is this? What is going on here? Who is this guy? Oh my gosh, he's just bare knuckle brawling. Well, no, he's got a sword, but he's got no armor on. He's just doing battle. Look at this guy go. Have you seen anything like it? Have you ever seen anything like it before, I say? Look at this fella. He's just beating the tar out of this guy. Oh my gosh. I've never seen anything like this before. The absolute skill. The absolute legend. Who is this guy? Why have I not seen him before? How long has he been playing on 2.10, the official Howdy Folks server? I think he's about to take him down. It doesn't even look like he's using the combat methods. Maybe they're not turned on for him. Oh my gosh, there, he did it. He did, and he's leaving. Where did he come from? Where did he go? What a boss. Well, let's go over here and do this then, now that we have the opportunity to. Look at that. Of course, that guy's going to respawn here in a minute. Naturally, as you would expect. But what a moment that turned out to be. Okay, running back over here now to the safety of this side. That guy didn't look like he had any special abilities equipped. I wonder if he was like an old player who just logged in after like 15 years and none of that was configured for him out of the box and he didn't realize it until he got down here. Oh no. It's full. I didn't realize that. Okay, back over here we go. I wonder if that guy's gonna come back, and if maybe this time he'll have his spar configured properly. Like, as you can see, the Scorpion is back, and is being a bit of a nuisance. So if at any moment now someone wanted to rush in here and do something about it, it would be pretty awesome. Oh my gosh, he's back! He's back, baby! Is he gonna do it again? Oh, there he goes! But does he do anything different now? It kind of doesn't look like it. Kind of looks like he's doing the same thing. I don't think he understands how the action bar works, really. Like, if it's not configured for him out of the box, I don't think he really knows what to do. Which is a darn shame. I think he needs to go into settings, and he needs to activate like action bar automation or something. Is he not attacking anymore? What's going on? Oh, he did something there. That looked like something. Oh, he's doing little moves now. I wonder if he's just doing them manually out of desperation, not really knowing what they do. And look, there he goes. What a guy. I wonder what his story is. He looked old and wise, like he's been around for a long time. That guy's probably done a lot. He's probably done a lot more than me. Not that that's hard. See that beautiful full head of hair that he had, though? We did get King Scorpion just then. Can he get me? I can't tell. I don't think so. I mean, it looks like he's trying, but I don't think he can quite manage it, thank goodness. I hope if that guy comes back down here, he's figured that out at least, and maybe he's like slightly more prepared. Oh my gosh, there he is! He's back! He's back again! Look at him go! Oh, he's doing things now! Look at his little moves! What a guy, what a myth, what a legend! Whoa, what was that he just did? That looks so cool. It was like green or something. Oh my gosh, he's wrecking this. He's not even healing when he comes down here. He goes and he just comes back. Oh my good gosh, and away he goes again. Away he goes again. I hope someday I too can be like that fella. I too can be a legend. I don't think he's coming back though. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably ran off to activate the Falador lodestone. Just an assumption on my part though. I hope that whoever's playing as that guy isn't getting distracted from a video he needs to have edited for tomorrow in order to do this. Because that would be silly and embarrassing. Yeah, look, if you just hover over it, it tells you how many's in there. I don't know why I've been right-clicking and going to inspect. I think I even figured that out before. How odd. What strange behavior on my part. Oh my gosh, there's a 25th anniversary vinyl box set? What? Potentially the best $128 you could spend? So if you view our metal bank, we're now well ahead on iron, and we need to catch back up with coal. Because you need one of each to make steel. You need a lot more coal for... If it's the same as it used to be, for each subsequent metal type, it might be different now, but I feel like it was 2 from mithril, 1 coal for steel, 2 coal for mithril, maybe 3 or 4 for addy, and 12,000 for Ruun. It was crazy. It didn't make any sense the way they scaled it. 12,000. Can you imagine? It's false, by the way. I'm making that up, just in case it wasn't clear. At some point, we got 39, and I just wasn't paying enough attention, which nets us not a lot. Absolutely nothing. Kind of useless. Oh, let's go. We have now reached level 40 mining. That is insane. That is absolutely nuts. It is one of the requirements for Between a Rock. Level 40 mining is one of the requirements for Family Crest, Watchtower, Tuxket, the Elden Kiln, Borik's task number 2. We can now mine adamantite, luminite, gold, if we remember. We can wield the adamant pickaxe, fractite ore in Daemonheim, a pickaxe in Daemonheim, a shooting star, which is cool. I like all of these things. These things are all exciting, but the most exciting thing to me is going to be getting a new pickaxe. Let's deposit everything on our way past. There we go. I like trying to click these guys from like a crazy distance. Like, I like sniping them like that. It's fun. It's good for me. It's good for you too. You should do it as well. Yeah, buy one of those. Fantastic. We're now going to head over to Varrock and sell. We're going to flip these other pickaxes. Oh good, the iron pickaxe sold, which we want to see. So that's quite a bit of gold. Now let's try the steel pickaxe, and we're going to offer, let's say 10% off. We'll see whether or not that ever sells. Let's also get our crayfish out. Things either take a long time to sell or they don't sell for as much as the Grand Exchange seems to think they will. I'm willing to take a hit on this because we'll still be up. We'll still be in the money. Even if we only sell it for, like, considering what we paid for it, if we sell it for that much, right? And I guess it's being taxed. Yeah, sales tariff of 2% applies to any item sold for 50 coins or more and is automatically applied. So that is typically done because there's too much gold in the game. And so it's just a gold sink. Does it help drive up prices? Yeah, but they might be more expensive anyway if the gold remained. It's an inflationary thing they're trying to do, and I respect them for it, but let's actually pull that one. And I'd be willing to take less for it. 5,000 maybe even? Possibly. We'll have to leave those there for a bit to see whether or not anything comes of it. And then now, I think the best place to actually go do this would be over here in Berthorpe, because everything is in one place. I kind of feel like, considering how good this little area is down here for smithing, unless there's some sort of artificial limitation, like you can't do certain types of metalwork here, this is kind of OP, and I'm surprised they haven't either nerfed it or buffed everything else to make it competitive. Because right now, as far as I can tell, this seems like the place to go to make steel. And yeah, we're going to make 22 of the darn things. Let's go. Smithing level 21! The steel bars smelt 25% faster, you would think, if you could see that. You can't. Yeah, go ahead and deposit those. And then I say we keep going. How many do we currently have? We have 22. Let's just make 50 of them. Deposit all of them. And we need to make 6 more. Now, what are we gonna make? Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna make. We're gonna make some new steel armor. Can't wield it yet, but we'll be able to soon enough. Shout out to the hardcore Iron Men out there. This plate body is taking a long time, and it keeps cooling down. Oh my gosh. Level 22 already. We can heat steel faster. Well, good. We're going to need to do that. Jeez. Let's go! Level 23! We can smelt steel bars a bit faster. And we finished our offhand scimitar. Now, unfortunately, we cannot wear this armor, and we cannot use these weapons, but we made them. And that's pretty exciting. Shout out to the hardcore Iron Men of the world. Let's tuck all of that away for safekeeping in the future. And then we also have a load of these geodes. Let's start popping those suckers open and see what we find. We actually ran out of space because we had so many of them to open. So let's deposit some of those into here. Didn't realize we got a diamond. I guess that's new for us. Cool. All right. Well, we've got several more of these spirit shards. You can just deposit. I don't remember where they go exactly, but they went into the bank somewhere. Now, Johnny Ruun, he wants to go to that church. He wants to figure things out. He wants to sort out his feelings on the matter, but for some reason, he just feels like he needs to get his strength up first. He needs to get his levels up first. So maybe it's time to begin Slayer. Oh, by the way, we did manage to sell 2 of our pickaxes, but not yet, unfortunately, the offhand iron knife, which is upsetting. Is there any reason not to carry the coin pouch around with us everywhere we go, I wonder? Oh, and also shout out to the individual who gave me this tip here about this thing that's very large and noticeable, but that I had just completely ignored, where you can determine like, oh, I've got a bunch of different things in my inventory. I can just click this button and transfer all of them. Yeah, I missed that. I did not see that before. That's super helpful. Thank you. Right, so what I was saying earlier was that I think we need to go ahead and start Slayer, because even though it's not like the fastest XP... Well, I don't know that. I should say I don't... We're playing this game together for the first time here, everyone. Also, Slayer is not construction. Was it episode 3, I think it was? Maybe episode 4? No, it was episode 4. Yeah, where I was like, oh, we'll put into construction. And then I kept looking at this like, why didn't this go up? Why didn't this go up? They do look similar. Both of them are like a weapon with a very similar coloration going into an object. I have no answers. I have no explanations. Yeah, what I was gonna say though is that Johnny Ruun overheard a couple of dwarves talking in the dwarven mines about how if we had dungeoneering, we could get to some ores down there. That's the story we're going with, to keep the canon going. I didn't just Google that. That's what Johnny Ruun heard when he was down in the mines. Now, we do already have level 3 dungeoneering from using XP lamps on it, but I think that in order to keep it going, that is what I think Daemonheim is for over here, if I'm not mistaken. There's a ton of quests over here, all of which are members only. I don't know what we do once we're here or how we actually begin. There's a guide, which I hope will be helpful and relevant. There are also just like mines here that require membership, unfortunately. Most things around here seem to require membership. So I don't exactly know what to do once we reach Daemonheim, but that's the thing that we can do in the future. Also, there are a ton of hunter training locations in the wilderness. There's actually quite a lot in the wilderness. I can't make sense of most of it. Why is there so much up there? It's supposed to be a scary place. There's farm there. What? Yeah, that's Runite right there. Right on the edge. A couple of Civil War quests. Interesting. A lot to take in here. There's far too much to take in here. Much more to do than can ever be done, but you know, with every day, we're making it our way. Ba 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 ba. That was a twist you weren't expecting, huh? It's hard to decide what to do. What I was going to say earlier before I got interrupted with myself, interrupting myself, was that if you've got to level Slayer anyway, you might as well use that as an opportunity to level your, you know, your attack and your defense and everything. That just makes sense. And I'd like to get started with this. It is a member skill, so we can really only get it to level 5, but, you know, we might as well do that. And then we'll move on to Dungeoneering, and eventually we're going to go slay a demon. At some point in the future. I don't know when. It doesn't matter. Turiel, I would like to speak to you. Oh. I expected him to be voiced. Everyone else here is voiced. Okay, we're going to start you off hunting a gelatinous abominations. You'll need to kill 5 of them. That is the simplest Slayer task I think we will ever receive. You'll need this enchanted gem bingo here. Allows us to contact them. Don't worry, if you lose it, you can buy another one. And do you have any tips with me? I have something written down here somewhere. I've already received a book here. The gelatinous abominations are found in the enchanted cave under the lake to the southeast of here. We've seen them. They can only be beaten by bursting their core wearing spiked gauntlets once you have damaged them enough. Gotcha, gotcha. The last gelatinous abomination I killed, I found a bow and arrows took them down effectively. Well, we're training something a little bit different here, but we do get our first spiked gauntlets for free. And that's all this fella's got for us, but that's okay. The active enchanted gem, if we activate it, yeah, we'll be able to talk to him no matter where we are, and he'll be able to give us an update. And then I don't know what the Slayer log is exactly what it sounds like. Very cool, very neat, very happy to have that. Let's get started. We're looking to train everything, so we're not going to be too picky. Do I actually have my weapons? I don't have my sword. Go back. I noticed that previously as well. I can't remember where I was or what. Oh, it was when we were trying to fight those scorpions. I realized I didn't actually have my weapon with me, but I didn't go get it, and thankfully I didn't need to. Someone else came to our mace. Someone else came to our rescue at that point, and I guess we can leave behind the gloves. We don't need those right now either. Looking forward to wearing this stuff, though, and wielding it as well. Gonna be great. Obviously, if we're defeating, what did he say, 5 of them? 5 of them? If we're defeating 5 of them, we're not gonna be getting that far along. We're not getting that much XP out of it. In fact, considering we can only level Slayer up to 5, it's incredibly unlikely we're going to get even... Well, no, we will hit level 15, I guess, there. And we might hit level 14 here. Everything... Oh, what? Can only enter the area on members' worlds. Where? How? I'm confused. Oh, no, it was over here. Sorry, yeah, he did say it was under the lake. There's even an arrow up here pointing where we need to go. That's our passage under the mountain there. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon. It's over here. I think it's literally that... Is it that well? No, that's a well... Hold on. Where was it? Oh, that arrow is for a mark I put down. Oh, geez. I feel just real dumb now. But where do we need to be? We are, like, right next to it. I'm pretty sure the Berthorpe Underground is, like, it's right here. It's this thing right here. It's where we went previously. And we were trying to find some, like, sacred waters. And there's the gelatinous abominations. They're level 2, so this ought to be pretty straightforward. Ought to be able to just... Yeah, there we go. We got to make sure we have our gauntlets on, which we do. And, yeah, you reach in to rip out the heart of the gelatinous abomination. And it blew up and dropped a whole whopping 2 coins. Great deal. How much XP did we get from that? Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to now question. I think we're definitely going to hit 15 attack, but I'm really starting to doubt the likely... Yeah. Got some onion seeds, though. It's good. We'll start farming one of these days. We can get another 3 levels out of it, I reckon. Yeah, let's go! Level 15 attack, baby! What does that get for us? It's one of the requirements for another slice of ham. I love this quest line, so I look forward to starting that once we are members. I'm pretty sure it's a members quest line. We can get the ancient mace now! I mean, we can't because we're doing forceful backhand. So I did experiment a little bit with my other account. Some of you may have noticed moments ago in the video with setting these things up and reading through them. So I've got a bit of an idea of what's going on around here now. Was that this one right here? Hold on, don't we already have that on here? I was gonna say I've seen that on here. Here's my issue with learning all of this. I might have even said that earlier in this video. If all of this is getting updated like later on, why would I go through the effort of learning it now? Like apparently they're making some pretty big overhauls to combat in this game in the coming weeks and or months. So I don't really feel any need to go ahead and figure out the combat right now. I get the general idea. Look at that. We've hit our first Slayer level. Let's go! Nothing new. That's all right. Leather cowl. We might actually need that later. What I was going to say is, I get the general idea that if we didn't have it on auto, what we would do is we would manually select these either using the actual keyboard bindings or by just clicking on them periodically throughout combat. And that is also why magic doesn't work the way I think it's supposed to, because instead of using the magic, it's using different abilities instead of using the spell. Like, it'll auto-cast the spell once, and then everything else is just like a random ability going off. I get that now. I definitely didn't then. That's a raw beef. How did it get a raw beef? I know no cows came down here. Hold on, we were supposed to get 5 of them, right? Kills left? Yeah, we did it. We're just down here killing them for no reason at this point, other than, oh, you know what? No, wait. No, go back. Literally, we are at 9. We are at 9. We're gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna disable attack for now because it's so far ahead of the others. Give the others a chance to catch up. Let's go! There's our defense XP. I don't suppose there's any way to teleport with this. No, I didn't think so. I don't know. I don't know much about this game, so you know, it wouldn't have shocked me if I right-clicked on it. It was like teleport to your, you know, Slayer Master, but that is not a thing yet. I can just right-click directly to get task, but I feel like he's going to have some kind of helpful advice or suggestions for me. We could have teleported to, like, right there. Hello, and what are you after, then? Oh, nothing, I guess. Right-click, get task. 19 wolves. Okay, yeah. You got any tips for me? Juvenile wolves, if you go southwest to White Wolf Mountain. The last wolf I killed found water spells took them down effectively. We are a wizard of the Wizard's Tower, but again, we're trying to level up other things right now. You know what we could do, if we wanted to? Go ahead and skip forward to a point where we can wield our new weaponry. Are these wolves right up here? Yeah, they are. I was going to say, we could go ahead and just disable everything but attack, and then we will get all attack XP, like a ton of attack XP. And then we'll get leveled up to a point where we can wield better weapons. And then we can switch over to getting defense XP. We can wield our better armor. And then we can switch over to getting the strength, and only the strength, and we'll get that leveled up a lot more quickly. Now, doesn't that just make all the sense in the world to you? It does to me. Do you get XP per kill on Slayer? Currently at 54 remaining. I'm curious to see how much more Slayer XP we get from these. If it's better than the gelatinous slime or about the same. That wasn't too bad. I wonder what this cave is. A cave leading into the mountain. Probably, if I had to guess, members only, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah, let's go ahead and loot everything here once it's done dying, and then we're gonna see what lies. Oh, no. We'll never know. Until we're members, which we will be. Yeah, level 16 already, huh? Let's go. This is a great idea. One of my better ideas, in fact. It really bothers me the way that it kind of cuts out the game audio, the game music, when it does the little fanfare for the levels. I wish it was a little smoother, a little more natural. Delicious raw wolf meat. Yummy, yummy. Yes, Slayer level 4. Here comes attack number 17, or level even. As well, though, we're about to get attack level 17. Big deal, big deal, big gains. Let's go. Well, there's really no point in further training that. At least not right now. I am going to finish the task, but I'm also going to go cook all this meat real quick. I've only got 5 kills left on the task, and I've got 5 open inventory slots. So provided they just keep dropping meat, because I burned quite a bit of meat earlier, in case you were wondering, that's how that happened. Yep, 18! Shoot, I might need to eat here in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and eat. I need to pay more attention and see if it actually mentioned in the chat whether or not I completed the task. Don't cut that tree down. Don't do that. So I believe this will be the last one here. Oh yeah, it just blatantly tells me I completed my task. There was even sound effects. Why was there sound effects last time that I just didn't pick up on? Well, that's enough of that for us, and I'm not even gonna talk about— watch this, watch me learning lessons here. Clicking that all button and going over here to deposit all of the— oh, folks, come on now. Learning valuable lessons together as friends. I'm gonna put this stuff in here. That makes sense to me. And then I don't know where this was, but presumably they've gone somewhere together. Right here, I've got a lot of gold charms. I accidentally just banked everything on my person. There they are. I was gonna say, I have no idea where the spiked gauntlets ended up. I wanted to see, so they're armor type 5. So they're armor 5 type hybrid versus the gloves, which are armor 10. but melee. Probably just better to stick with those for now. We didn't quite get where we could wield steel, but I want to go figure out this whole Daemonheim situation now, because Johnny Ruun is all about getting that mining and smithing level up right now for whatever reason. He wants to be self-sufficient. He doesn't trust others. He grew up on an island where he knew everyone's name, and now he's in this great big world, and sometimes women are mean to him, bless him. So having a look at it here, I'm trying to figure out the best means of approach. I want to activate that one up there at the Wilderness Crater, and then I guess make our way over to Daemonheim. But I don't actually know if I want to go in armor. If I die, what am I losing? These items will remain with you through death. Well, that's my entire armor set. Well then shoot, we aren't really risking anything at all, are we, as far as I can tell? We might as well just go for it. For those of you who don't know, the Wilderness is where you can go to PvP. Or, you know, you could be... It could be an agreement between two people. They're going to fight each other. You can be a predator and just hunt people down, or you can be the prey, and more often than not, I am the prey when it comes to the Wilderness, but let's hop over there. Should be able to just hop over this Wilderness wall here. Yeah, I've unlocked darkness. Okay. I think actually we're fine so long as we stick close to the wall. I don't remember whether or not you can actually be got this close. I think you might have to take a couple of steps out, but I don't know that for sure. Also, probably, yeah, highway to the danger zone indeed. Probably shouldn't have that all the way up there. All right, so we want to make our way towards this this crater that we know is out there. The one benefit is that World 210, not a lot of people on this world. Well, what just happened there? Go to area, okay, nice, okay. Yeah, we're in level 2 Wilderness now. Not a lot of people play on World 210. It's part of the reason we chose it. And of the people who do, presumably they're all fans of Howdy Folks, right? So let's set our marker. How do I set a marker? Like that? How do I do it? I always do it by accident, and I can't do it on purpose. Head towards the arrow, and we'll be where we want to be. And I'm staying as zoomed out as I can so I can see any potential threats approaching. In the lore, I believe this place was smaught as part of one of the many wars in the past. The details elude me. There we go. Activate that bad boy. What is going... Goblin musician. Heck yeah. I believe we can go listen to the musician, and that'll help us to, like, rest and quickly recharge our run energy. Yeah, look at it go. Crazy place to just hang out. You know what I'm saying? Crazy place to open your map and not be able to see what's going on. We're going to clear that marker, and we're going to set a new one over here. Just like that. Probably silly to not just fast travel back to Varek and run up here, but okay, let's go. Running through the Wilderness as a child always made me feel just the deepest sense of panic and unease. And as a grown adult man, literally nothing has changed. I feel exactly the same. I think we definitely want to go to the south of whatever this boiling pit of lava is. Oh my gosh, it's Simon! He's still here. Bless him. Doesn't he know he can just run to the south and live in a much nicer place? Is this the rundown Fort Fortney I keep hearing about? Or Fortney? Whatever it's called? I believe it's members nonsense. We'll have to double check. If it's not, we'll know, because we'll no doubt get a quest for it. By the way, we are currently running through Wilderness level 9. Now 10, so I'm curious to see if it gets worse the further we go. Like, once we get through here, are we going to be safe? Am I going to attack this guard? Talk to him. Talk to the fella. Oh, he's just going to let us through. Okay. No explanation. Yeah, we are now Wilderness level 0. The guard was not interested in us, but we do now have a couple of individuals here we can chit-chat with, and maybe they'll explain what's going on. Hilda, what's the situation here? Hello. Can we help you with anything? Yeah, so what are you doing here? We are guarding this gateway against the vicious fighters who roam the Wilderness. Good luck with that. Thank you. Now, can we help you with anything else? No, maybe Torstag can? Does he have any other information? Can you go through the gate? What are you doing here? Same situation? Okay, well, good on them for protecting us from the PvPers out there in the world. I genuinely do not know or remember anything about Dungeoneering. I know that I have levels in it in my original account. It would not shock me if those were from, like, a quest or something. That's an archaeologist? I don't know why there's an archaeologist. Please don't report me to the guild. I'm just trying to relax my muscles. I'm suffering from some severe delayed onset muscle soreness from all the excavating over the past few days. Uh-oh, poor guy. Does that have anything to do with Dungeoneering? Have a look at this again now that I know we're safe here. We don't need to worry about it. I don't see any free-to-play quests around here, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. There's a guide up here, but it doesn't say what for. But I feel like that's probably our best bet, is to just go speak to that individual. There we go, get our marker down. and go see what, if anything, they have to say. Does anyone here want to tell me what's going on? A Fremennik banker and a Dungeoneering tutor. Let's go. Why doesn't it say that it's a Dungeoneering tutor, though? That's a little bit odd. Because every other tutor type tells you, well, you got hunter training around here. But if we go back over here, it's like, oh yeah, Slayer Master, hunter tutor, cooking tutor, summoning tutor, the herblore tutor. Absolutely, this is just tutor. What for? You gotta figure it out. Greetings, adventurer! Before we carry on, let me give you this. He hands you a ring. What is this place? This is a place of treasures, fierce battles, and bitter defeats. We fought our way into the dungeons beneath this place. Those of us who made it out alive call this place Daemonheim. And why Daemonheim, though? Yes, it resembles the Nilfheim of our stories, the halls of the dead. The creatures within, however, are very much alive, unlike my fallen brethren in Sistren. And what can I do here, exactly? Beneath these ruins you will find a multitude of dungeons filled with strange creatures and resources. Unfortunately, due to the taint that permeates this place, we cannot risk you taking items in or out of Daemonheim. I can't take in my kit, is that what you're telling me right now? Within Daemonheim there is a taint. The metal wood, even the plant life are not of this world. We cannot risk exposing the surface to them. Equally, if we allowed you to take these items inside, we could not allow you to return with them. For this reason, our seers have erected a barrier, nothing in, nothing out, without express permission. Interesting. How will I survive, though? When we are within Daemonheim, we found a number of unknown resources. You can use your skills to fashion them into armor and weapons to keep your party alive. Our contact with the dungeon can give you guidance on each of the items you find. He might even give you some gear to start you off. All right, seems pretty simple enough. Talk about the task system. I'm afraid you'll need to be a member to claim any reward. Oh, tell me about the achievement system. It's a collection of deeds you may wish to complete while adventuring around the world. Wait, hold on. Are you talking about just... No. Start the whole conversation over. What does the ring do? Tell me that. What's that all about? Raiding these forsaken dungeons can be a lot more rewarding if you're fighting alongside friends and allies. It should be more fun and you'll gain experience faster. The ring shows others that are in... The ring shows others that you are interested in raiding a dungeon. It allows you to form, join, and manage a raiding party. We've also set up rooms with specific purpose of finding a party for you. Would you like me to show you? It's the fastest way into the dungeon of Daemonheim. I gotta get rid of all my stuff first, unfortunately. So I guess we'll dump everything except for that ring, all of our armor and everything. So yeah, we should be good to go. What do I wear this? Open party interface? What happens if I wear it? What does that accomplish? It doesn't seem to have any stats at all whatsoever. It does allow me to teleport to Daemonheim though, which will be nice for the future. I don't know if I actually want to do this with other people. Can that be avoided in some kind of a way? Materials cart. Oh, there's a lot to take in here. There's far too much. I think we already did that bit. I think we've already done that bit there. There's the dungeon entrance, but I noticed someone else standing here that we might be able to speak to. An intern. What could have led the Dragon Kid to settle in a place like this? Hello there. How's the site investigation been going? Any big discoveries so far? So far, all I've discovered is that it's far too cold in here. I don't think that's quite the kind of discovery the guild is looking for. Be sure to take a break by the campfire if you need to. Should we just, like, head in? I'm confused by what I'm looking at. Oh, this is the entrance. Oh, I ran around to the wrong side. Now, he mentioned someone who might have free stuff for me. Does anyone remember who that was? Maybe they're in the dungeon, he said, possibly. Yeah, join a party? Well, hold on, wait, do I want... You have been set as the party leader. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's go. Party of one. Hard mode will make the dungeon as difficult as it can be. No. Yeah, just one party size, thank you. I don't know, do any of y'all want to do dungeoneering with me? Comment down below. World 210, we can make it happen in the future. Complexity 1, combat only, armor and weapons allocated, no shop stock. Okay, you have just entered a dungeon. In the starting room, you'll find a smuggler to trade with, and some starting supplies in your inventory and about the room. If you want to leave, there's a ladder that will take you back to the surface. For more information, speak to the smuggler. Some equipment has been allocated to you. To find out more about an item, use it on the smuggler. Is this like used? Chain body, robe, proto leather body. So it's melee, magic, and ranged. Okay. I think we'll go melee because that's what we're trying to train up anyway. Got some kind of perverse rusty coins here. Smuggler, talk to me. Tell me about the world. Hail, Johnny Ruun. Need something? What can you tell me about this place, my guy? This floor is less complex than most and gives you a good introduction to Daemonheim. Combat will be the only challenge you'll face, so I've given you a selection of melee, ranged, and magic gear. I don't need your help. I was expecting more of a challenge. Perhaps something to test my other skills. All in good time, Johnny Ruun. This floor may not be complex, but as you get deeper, you'll need to use all your skills to survive. Cool. I mean, I guess all I have to do is go in there and fight guys, right? Seems pretty straightforward. Oh, we have to choose between that or that. Stabbing or slashing. And I guess if you, the more you know about the things you're fighting, the more useful that'll be, because some will be strong against different types, but we're mostly just focusing on getting attack XP right now. What do I need to do? Just enter the door and then fight this guy? Oh yeah, no, he's a chump. Oh, he's dead already. Oh my gosh, she dropped a lot of stuff. A bunch of Heim crabs, some bones, an orange corner key, some arrows. Take all that. You picked up a key. The entire party now has access to this key. To view the keys this party has, check the key category on the tool belt. Now all you need to do is find the matching door. There's a thing over here for planting. There's a farming patch in here. That seems strange to me. That seems very odd, but okay. We can equip these to just like, you know, have them on our person to take up less space. It might be that we will need all of this armor later. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of my inventory. It's very cluttered at the moment. I'm assuming this is the door that we need to progress through next. Oh, you don't have a key. You need to find a key to match the symbol on the door. Keep your eyes open. Oh, wait, what happened to the key that I got earlier? Blue rectangle. I think ours was red or something. All right, I need help. Tell me what to do next. Or do I just go through this other door now? Hold on, wait, what is all this stuff on the... Oh, I didn't realize all of this was here earlier if we needed to get some stuff. That's pretty cool. All right, go through this door now. Okay, yeah, take a look at this guy here. So is he magical? It looks like he's magical. So melee is probably the best thing to use against him anyway. No, wait, no, hold on. Now I'm confused because there's little symbols next to his name. He's got some kind of hammer. This one has... Is that telling me that that's the weakness is fire spells? Look at that. If you only read, you will learn, my friends. If you only read, you will learn. We don't care about what he's strong or weak against, though. We're trying to level something specific. I guess the idea is that I'm supposed to, like, swap into this stuff and start casting magic at it, which I guess we could if we wanted to. Yeah, there we go. See, now we're doing magician things. And that did kill it quite quickly. We do still get defense XP when we do that, but like, switch over to the rapier for a while. So what have we got here? Ooh, an anti-dragon shield? Are there dragons down here? Ton of runes that we can't take with us when we leave, unfortunately. At least I'm assuming we can't take them with us. They said we couldn't take anything without express permission, so I'm assuming that that counts. I think that's the orange corner key. Is that what we have a key for? Yes, it is. Am I gaining dungeoneering yet? I've got 96 remaining. So when I kill a spider, what does that accomplish for me? And there's level 19. I had to get up and actually like leave to get something, but I came back and saw that I gained no XP, so that's pretty sad. How exactly do you get the XP for this stuff, you know? Blue rectangle key. Summoning obelisks? I guess you could bring things in here. You could summon things. That makes sense. I don't think that... Though that was a blue rectangle. Okay, I see how it goes. I see how it be. How do you actually... I'm doing a Google. This is not unguided, all right? We can do a Google on occasionally. We can do a Google on occasion, is what I was trying to say. So we got to complete floor, we got to complete the floor is what we got to do. All right. You know, I wasn't even really thinking about the fact we might level that up. Oh! Oh! It looks like I just got finished killing something else over there. Goodness me. You're about to enter a boss room. Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Death? Devastation? It's just a behemoth. That did nothing. We're so ready for this. I'm gonna put on the battle axe. Get that battle axe up. Let's go. Defeat that beast. Defeat the beast. What? He's not even paying attention to me. Oh, is he eating that food over there? Hold on. Get in his way. Don't let him do that. Go back over there. Oh, now, what are you doing? You're being all confused now, my guy. You're being all confused, Johnny Ruun. Johnny Ruun over here trying to figure out how he got in this situation. Oh, I did it. Defeat the boss of floor 1 solo. And we're now level 4 Dungeoneering? And we're almost level 5 Dungeoneering? Or were we already level 4? I think we were 3. Get me out of here. Are you sure you wish to proceed and take your party with you? Yeah. No, let's go. We're going to floor 2, I suppose. You have unlocked more features and opportunities within Daemonheim. You can now reach complexity level 2. Oh, we've leveled up for reals this time. You just advanced 2 Dungeoneering levels. You've now reached level 5. It's right over here in the chat. There's a lot of information being presented to me here. Dungeon size small. Like a true pro, you only ate hot crab. Well, we'll never know what that said. Oh, look over here. Okay, complexity 2. Fishing, woodcutting, fire making, cooking, armor, and weapons allocated. Minimal shop stock. Equipment and food have different tiers, indicating how good they are. Tier 1 being the lowest, Tier 11 being the highest. Examine them to find out. And that's all the information we're being given. And that's all the information we need, to be quite honest. Take the green crescent key, as well as everything else there. We've got some new dusk eels. Same gear as before, it looks like. But in addition to it, we've also got... no, it's just the same gear as before, pretty much. You have anything to say? Nope, he doesn't have anything to say. Level 5, though. That's pretty cool. All right, so we've got an archer on the other side, which means we're already prepared to deal with him. And then the magic fella over there. Actually, okay, so I believe... Get the magician. Get the mysterious shade first. Because, yeah, there we go. I was going to say we should be able to defeat it pretty quickly. And then do we really need to divide our anymore? Because, like, it's not like we can go get our iron weapon and bring it in here. Or, sorry, steel and bring it in here with us. So do we really need to take time? Or should we switch? I don't know. Let's stick with our original plan of getting this one done first. So we really don't need the proto-leather outfit. We'll take the law runes, just in case we need to do some magic stuff later. A torn bag. What do you do with that? Examine? Useful for summoners and valuable to smugglers. Take that, take that rusty money. Take the rusty money, and then we're gonna take the crab. We're gonna eat all the crab, and then we're gonna loot all the crab. We also have a proto-leather torn bag, which I don't, useful for, same thing, but tier 1 for some reason. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to use it. I am not a summoner, but I suppose if I was, I would be really appreciating that we have this. Guardian door? Does that just mean like that's the way out? Are we done? A rune crafting altar? That goes hardcore. Can we actually do that? Can we like craft runes? We don't have it. No, obviously we can't. We don't have any essence. The guardian door will be for the boss if I'm not mistaken. Oh, maybe not. Okay, go in and let's fight these guys. These forgotten warriors here. Well, sucks to be him, I guess. These guys suck compared to me. I am mighty. Jeez, look, I have to drop something now. I'm gonna drop both of these bags because I'm just not completely convinced I'll need them. And I'm gonna grab that bad boy there. Pick up both of these as well and just go ahead and bury them. So that's just a different looking armor to what I currently have. I don't have gauntlets. Put those on. Yeah, that's a long sword. Do we currently have, what do we have? We have a rapier. I think they look to be about the same, so I don't think there's any business swapping. Stabbing versus slashing, though, might matter. Spinning wheel? Is there ever a likelihood that you're going to find things that you need, like the ingredients to do these things? Because if so, this seems really cool. Oh, what is that? A tree? Your inventory is too full to hold any more logs. I need to watch a guide on this is what I'm learning. Because I'm reckoning what I would do is I'd cut that down and I'd use it on something. But we've got a key now. Does it go to the blue pentagon door over here? Possibly? Ooh. What lies beyond? It's another ice warrior. It would be nice to have more than a couple of these open at a time. So that's why every time I sit down to record, I'm getting that one step closer to switching over to the modern UI and like configuring it all around the sides of my screens to have everything up at once. Controversial, maybe. I'm thinking I'm gonna like it though, to be honest with you. I'm thinking I'm gonna like the flexibility of that. Go pick up that key. Go pick up that silver wedge key. Do I already have one? Can I not take the silver wedge key? Doesn't seem to be anything else we can click in here. Silver wedge door, please. Whoa, 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 whoa. Roll it back, roll it back, roll it back. Where was there money on the floor that I didn't collect? Y'all saw that too for a second, right? What was that? It was like right there. Where was that sitting around, huh? And also, what can we buy? What can we trade? We can get branches, bowstrings, feathers. Interesting. Come here, you. Ooh, a shield. Bro, hold on. Keep fighting that thing, obviously, but also get that shield. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. Eat the crab, pick up the shield, wield the shield. I don't think we need the battle axe. We already have one anyway. See, if we had resources, we could be smelting in here. We could be making stuff. I do think we already found the green crescent previously, if I'm not mistaken. So get me through there, and let's see what lies beyond. I think this is going to be a boss battle. It's a behemoth again. I'm ready. We're going to get between the behemoth and its prey, and I'm sure nothing bad will come of that. I think it'll probably be a bit of a walk in the park. I'm going to open this up so it stops flashing at me, both of these. Okay, luminescent ice fiends. Floor 5. Cool stuff. It's dead already? We did it? That was pretty quick. Also, I'm not going to lie, earlier I was looking at rune crafting and not dungeoneering. I think that's the second time now we've done that in this series where I've just been looking at the wrong thing. So hold on, he dropped some like sick-looking boots. Put those on right now. I don't know what they do. We're going to wear those bad boys. Oh. We need 20 defense. Well, never mind then. Drop those bad boys. Bind? Bind? The boots to you. Check with the smuggler to manage your bound items. Does that mean I can go swap it back later? Hold on. Can I do that with any of this stuff? Bind. 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 We'll go ahead and wield those. That helps. Continue. Are you sure you wish to proceed and take your party with you? Yep. Take me down, baby. I'm ready to go. You have unlocked more features and opportunities within Daemonheim. You can now reach complexity level 3. You have unlocked the next floor. You can now reach floor 2. Oh, we're level 6. Didn't die at all. Most melee damage dealt. So these are like our little chieves over here. If we were in a party, it would tell us, oh, so-and-so is the... I don't know what, but you get the general idea. This is kind of fun. I like this. Okay, so smithing. Yeah. Increase. Okay, did you know that the whole party can read your chat regardless of how far away they are? They gave me that like it's a warning. Bind. Okay, so these are our bound items, and these are our loadouts. Oh, nice. Okay, this is great. Bro, dungeoneering sick. I love it. Shoot, we didn't, hold on, go back out. We didn't have any, we ran it naked. Realizing now that we don't have, like, the money from last time, I think we probably should have spent it. Okay, hold on, go back in here and view the bind setup. We should have bound a regular weapon, because now we just don't have one. So I need a weapon, and I don't have enough money for any of these weapons. That's a problem. If I had realized that I needed to bind my sword and everything, I would have. All right, well, I guess we'll go punch a guy until we get something usable. I doubt this rat's gonna drop anything useful, but we'll see what we can do. This is brutal. This is brutal. That guy over there's got a better weapon than this rat's likely to have. Oh, great, here he comes. Okay, hold on. Go around. Okay, now go get the rat, and hopefully he doesn't come back over here. I wonder if there's like a better method for defeating him if I turn all of these on. Am I even gaining XP? It's just occurred to me that I might not be, because we're still on 19. Were we on 19 when we got here? Am I misremembering? Oh, let's go. Okay, yeah, and yeah, we got like a tiny amount of XP. It just took a long time. All right, so there's some money, which we desperately need. We do have rune essence now as well, which we hadn't gotten before. Yeah, get past that guy. Get past that guy. Hello! I would very much like to trade with you, please. Yeah, I'd like to buy that, and I'd like to buy that. And then I'd like to bind setup. Can I drag these things in here? How does that work? I guess I right-click and bind, and then go back in here to bind setup. And both of those are already on that loadout, and that's the loadout we want to use when we come in here. And then we want to probably unbind most of this other nonsense, this other useless nonsense. We're not going to do it just yet, because now we have the ability to rune craft, right? Only because I have rune essence, and I've literally never done this before. We're going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to get some XP out of it. And I don't know how much XP we're going to get. Maybe enough to level up again? Yeah, okay, looky there. We're now level 5 rune crafting. And we've never once done proper rune crafting. Good stuff. So here's what I'm thinking, right? Like, we've got all of this other gear in here already. So since we can already have these things, right? We can have them in our loadout. We probably don't need to keep them on our person as well. So we can drop that, and we can drop that. And then if we need to, we already have them in the bind setup here. We can come pull them out, right? Like, we can just take these items out, I think, is maybe how it works, possibly? I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's accurate at all. I might be way off base. One thing I know for sure. Wait a second. Go back. Hold on. Wait, no. Go back through. Hold on. Go. We don't have our weapons anymore. Okay. We want to take. Boom. Yay. We've completed a challenge. Switch to another bind loadout. So I now have my sword and my shield. And I'm actually ready for reals now to fight the Ice Warrior. That added so much additional time to this floor. Just trying to figure out how to get a weapon and what to do next. Okay. Combat XP seems slow, but it's all good. So that's the anti-dragon shield. Probably should keep that just in case, you know? Like, what if there is a dragon down here? I don't know that there will be. I don't know that there won't be. You don't know either. Don't pretend. Do we have either of these keys? I actually have no idea how we're supposed to tell. Huh. Oh, Guardian Door. Let's go. What is this thing? The Ice Fiend, who is weak to crush. We don't have anything that deals crushing damage, but it's only a level 5. So far, seems like we're doing just fine. Got an offhand dagger, which could be useful. We also have some Novite ore. Only a couple of pieces, though. Oh, there's more of it around. I've probably run past so much of this stuff and not noticed. Yeah, I have. Look, there's more back there. It's interesting it doesn't let you keep pieces between floors, because it kind of feels like that's, you know, like how it would work. Like with each floor you go to, you get to keep the pieces, but things get harder and you want to upgrade your gear, so you get new pieces on new floors. Okay, let's smelt this stuff. Obviously, we want to make the bars. Yes, indeed. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I'm realizing now that oh, these are anvils. Okay, let's stop there because I don't actually know what we're going to be able to make with it. We can make some, like, full armor if we wanted to. So right now we've got the plate skirt and the plate body. So let's go ahead and make the rest of it. Boots, absolutely. Equip that up. Gauntlets, yes, please. Why? No. Why are we making so many? I didn't mean to make that many. Darn it! It's like maxing itself out. Like, oh, this is what you want to do, right? No, why would that be what I want to do? Where's the helmet? Can I make a helmet? It does not appear as though I can. Oh, full helm right there. Just doesn't really. Looks more like a creepy mask one might make. Go ahead and smith that bad boy. Equip that up. Nice! Fashion victim! And then it mentioned earlier someone had a weakness to crushing, so maybe we should make like a warhammer? Yeah, so we can do some crushing damage. Forget about it. I want to say we look cool, but we kind of just look a little bit, like, disturbing at the moment without any lighting. So are you telling me I can't bind the rest of my armor in here? Okay, so if I want to unbind something, I have to destroy it. And if you don't believe me, allow me to demonstrate, right? Trash can. The only way to unbind an item is to destroy it, yeah. I wish it'd stop asking me, because this is clearly what I want to do. Oh, you can't bind things as you're wearing them. So let's bind. Bind. Why is it a plate skirt? Who made that decision? Now we got plate legs I'm going to bind. I'm going to bind the boots, and I'm going to bind the gauntlets. So that's the whole armor set bound. So if we do the bind setup here, for some reason earlier it told me I couldn't bind. Yeah, you were only allowed the first slot in a loadout at your Dungeoneering level. Okay, so I have to get more Dungeoneering levels, but can so I can't take these things out either. They're bound in here until I'm able to take them by pressing the take button, because I've got the rest of the loadout. Okay, well, whatever then. It's okay, because we can just make some more. It's a good thing I made 2 sets of gauntlets. Not 3, though. I didn't need 3. That's still too many. Okay. We're doing all right. We got a decent enough set here. Let's carry on. Let's go deeper. Must go deeper, Leo. Let's see what awaits us here with this mysterious shade and spider and warrior. We got the whole loadout here. I imagine if you ran this with 3 people and each person specialized in a particular combat style, you know, you'd be just crushing this. Got a mage, a melee, a range. They're just rushing through here, getting it done. Oh my gosh, a forgotten warrior woman, you say? Well, hello there. We don't have to fight. Well, you're, that was very fast. The only issue is in a second I have to get up and leave, like, my home. So I guess I need to try to, as quickly as I can, get to and complete the end of this floor, so I can get my XP towards my next Dungeoneering level. It now feels like a race against the clock, and the music in that room really didn't help that feeling. Oh, thank goodness. It looks like this might be it then. Icy bones. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness me. Okay, well, I know that that's the thing that can happen now. Oh my gosh, wait, we got to attack level 20? What was I doing? Hold on, I did not realize that it happened. Okay, shift over to the other two, please. You really don't want to be standing diagonally from this guy is what I'm learning. He doesn't have any weaknesses, so I don't think changing attack style would be beneficial to us in any way. This is the first real combat challenge we've had so far. This guy's dealing some real damage. I'm assuming I can't just leave either. I think we probably have to see this through or die trying, which I hadn't considered. Like, when we die, do we just spawn back up at the top? Do we spawn back in Lummy? What happens? It's not like we have anything real with us. You know, we've got just play money here, these rusty coins and all. I'm just assuming the game knows what to do here and is using all of these correctly. It knows when to use forceful backhand. It knows when to use regular backhand. It knows when to use smash. I hope. Can I use this? Boom. I think I just used it. Do this one. Do this one. Boom. Oh, that looks so cool! This generates adrenaline somehow, so I want to do that one when we get the opportunity. By the way, we are running out of food, and this guy's like halfway there. I want to do this one again just because it's fun to look at. Boom, baby! We got to get our adrenaline back up, though, is the problem now. All right. There goes the last of our food. I'm going to stop clicking these. I'm going to let the game do its thing. Oh, should I move when that happens? I feel like I should probably stand aside when that happens. Unless is that an attack happening, or is that an attack that has already been cast? That I shouldn't stand there and deal with. Like, right now, no, that is an attack that has been cast that I cannot avoid at that point. Drama! Intrigue! It is happening! It's coming down to the wire. Oh, you know what I just remembered is that I do have prayers. 2 times restore to your health is not going to help me out here. Increase strength and increase defense. How about that? Maybe it would have been better if we had it the whole time. But you know what can you do at this point? We're just doing the best we can out here, you know? We're all just trying our hardest in this little game we call life. None of us really know what we're doing, do we? We're all just doing the best that we can. I have less health than he does. I don't think I'm gonna survive this. I've got 25 health left. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm dead. Yeah, I died. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, he's still there. Oh, can we just go again? Hold on, is his health still... if you die, can you just go back in? Is that what I'm learning right now? Yeah, hold on. Just go. Go. I've got a death. I have a death. Times died on this floor. The more you die, the less XP you get. I see. Darn it. Yeah, continue. Most deaths. You unlocked more features and opportunities. You've now reached complexity level 4, and you've unlocked the next floor. You can now reach floor 3. Yay! We've leveled up again. We are now level 7. I think what we need to do is get to level 15. So that's probably what we're going to be doing for a while. I have to leave, unfortunately. I don't know if I can resume from that floor in the future. But I'll be right back. Not really. It'll be a while, but for you, it'll be right now. Hi, how you doing? Welcome back. Uncover volcanic ash? Why would I ever want to do that? How do I get back down? Am I stuck here? How did I get out here in the first place? Wait, is this where we actually ended off last time? I need to be down there. Can I get down there? Hello? Oh no, wait, am I stuck up here? How did this happen? Climb down broken floor? That's strange behavior. Alrighty then. I don't know how to get rid of this Slayer thing up here. I wish that I did. Okay, cool. We can go to floor 3, complexity 4. Although we could actually, it looks like, lower the complexity if we just wanted to focus on combat. Ooh, but we want to get that more Dungeoneering XP reward. Or do we? Do I just want to run through and, like, stab things? So we're still losing 35% of our XP versus 50. I think, but we'll move a lot faster if we're just worried about killing things, right? I think I'll experiment a little bit. So if I go to bind setup, I already got pretty much everything I need here to get started. Yeah, never mind. Loot all the food. Let's not get started. I keep having this sneaking suspicion that this episode is not going to end with us doing Demon Slayer. Oh my gosh, those sound effects. I'm eating something. Sorry, I apologize. I hate eating into the microphone. But I had to comment on that because that was just... Was that borderline sexual or was that just me? We hit 15 strength and I didn't even notice. Somehow I keep missing these notifications. I'm wondering if they're just like Maybe they're just not coming through. Uh-oh. I think the game is telling me I should be using ranged. I'm just not because I dropped all of my ranged gear. Let's go! Let's go. 15 defense, 15 strength. We got a journal? What? Ooh, we got some lore here. Bro, we're level 8! Ah, shoot. You know what? Maybe we ought to start playing the game the way the game is meant to be played. Where we actually use the various weaponry that we have at our disposal and attack weaknesses and things. We're here for a specific type of XP, and it's Dungeoneering XP, right? Like, yeah, we also want to get strength and everything, but like, I don't know. I feel like we should play the game the way the game's meant to be played. I guess it doesn't matter if it's like a boss, unless it's a boss type, right? These two will just punch them, but you know, as much as I want to get strength up as well, I think we should prioritize defense because then we can wear our armor as well. We don't need to get this to 20 for anything. I mean, okay, Maul and Daemonheim. Okay, a lot of this is actually cool and useful, but like, once we're out of Daemonheim, I do just want to be able to wield all that armor and weaponry we built, and all we need is defense and attack for that. Whoa! Get out of the way! I wasn't paying enough attention, I didn't realize! That was a crazy load of damage we took for no reason. I mean, we took it because we got damaged, but what I mean is, like, if I'd been paying attention, it could have all been avoided. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Yeah! Defeat? I mean, it's not defeated, but dodged, I guess. And yeah, I'm praying a lot of things right now because I think prayer resets at the start of every floor, and I was like, yeah, we might as well full send it, you know? We've only got 3 food items left, we might as well. Yeah, let's go! How high did it go? Just up 16? That's alright. That's a bit of alright. Let's move on. Oh, hold on, what? Oh, ooh! Environmental Effects Part 1. More lore. Oh. Okay, prayers out. Thank you for kicking me out of the lore I was reading. Dang it. Okay, just talking about the taint in the world. Right on. You have unlocked the next floor. You can now reach floor 5. We've leveled up again to 9, so we're only 6 away from our goal. What is up with the VA work around here, man? Let's go. This guy's way easier than the last one. Ooh, more Mysterious Chronicles. The 4th Age. Oh, we're back in time. Ooh, praise be to Zamorak. You never want to see that. Eventually, we're going to stop getting levels on every floor. Today might be that day. No, it's not that day. That hour's not yet at hand. 11. Okay. What do I do with these torn bags? I've got no idea. Ooh, what? What is this? A big slow creature with a tough leathery hide. You can use a hunter trap. Oh! No, I can't. Not really. No reason for this room to be here unless it's hunter related. Oh, that's the smuggler. I was confused how he got here. I switched over to the dragon shield because it says it's hybrid as opposed to being melee. I was wondering, like, is that gonna help? And yeah, I think it kind of is. Oh no, I died. I wasn't paying attention. I was watching a video. I'm very upset with myself. Yeah, let's go. Typical situation here. Gotta get prepared. Let's go. Jeez, I was kind of hoping that would be more. Level 12. What is a group gate stone? All members of the party can teleport to this stone from the group gatestone portal. Wild. Can I wield that? Oh my gosh, it's about dang time. I got an upgrade. Plain freezer. Hold up, what is this? Is this one of those bonus rooms I've been hearing about? The freaking ice elemental. Hey, level 18. Oh, I don't have enough strength to do whatever that thing needs me to do. Can I? Hello? Oh, it's one of these situations. I see. Why can't you reach him? He's right in front of you. Just get closer. Nope. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Go back after him. Goodness me, what a process. I want to take those gauntlets. I'll never get the gauntlets, and it's sad. Yeah, I'm not making a stone. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Whoa, I got my new. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Oh, no. I want to bind it. Hold on. Bind that bad boy. 14. We're 1 away. Exercise Dark Spirit? I did it. I didn't know I could. I didn't know it was an ability I had. I guess I got the Holy Spirit with me today. Activate the monolith. Monolith charge. Uh-oh. Oh, I see where this is going. Okay. All right. Think I see where this is going at least. I think I defeat them and then start over. There we go. I guess that unlocked a door. Can I wield something made of Marmos? Is that even Marmaros? Oh, Marmar OS. It's a Linux distro. My bad. Not to level 20. Unfortunately. M and Thok letter part 2. Some of this lore is crazy. Hey, little sister. What am I doing to this pale spring? What am I doing with this? What is happening? Is this okay? Can I do this? What do I do with this? Divine energy. And what is this? A memory in solid form. It can be converted to the crater in the start room. I'm getting XP for divination. Oh yeah, I don't know anything about that. That's a member skill. I'm gonna let this happen though. I found a figure frozen in ice and I need to clear out the room before I set them free. Cast a fire spell on the ice? I don't think I have a way to do that. Light a fire next to him? I can't do that either. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get this individual out of here. I can do this. Hold on just a second. I can make some, I can't make fire runes! Oh no! Fire runes require level 14. Darn it. Well, might as well get some XP while we're here. Oh, convert memories at the rift here. Can we do that? Yeah, apparently we can. We're gonna be leveling up divination today, I think. I don't know what this accomplishes. I don't know. I have no idea. What I do know is that we're about to hit level 4 in a skill I know nothing about, which is exciting. We can do a Divine Kebbit Burrow. Whatever that means, whatever that entails, that's possible. Nothing is impossible for us now, my friends. Let's create an upgraded shield now. Some boots as well, possibly. Bind both of those. I don't have a flint and steel. Can I light this? Oh, I can. Okay, can I was gonna say, can I pick him back up now? I think it's take him. Yeah, okay, good. That didn't actually finish. All right, I bought some branches off the smuggler over there. Let's see if we can't light a fire next to this individual and get him out of here. Hello there. What chapter is this? What story? Am I free? My home has been in that ice for so long. How can I reward you? I have so little to offer as a reward. Perhaps I can offer my skill as a storyteller. I mean, I was kind of hoping when he said skill, he was going to give us XP, but I shall let you into my stories whenever you want, as often as you want. It's the least I can do. Pardon? Who are you? Frozen man? That is the question. What? Johnny Ruun? Bro, what? He's got the beard for it. I'm Johnny Ruun. No, wrong story. That's your name, not mine. Perhaps my name is Ozan. Do I look like an Ozan? Like a fire? No, that's Ozai. Nope, these aren't my names. I'm sorry, Johnny Ruun, but I don't quite know who I am. But how did you know my name? We've only just met. Oh, I knew your name as soon as your stories flooded the shelves. Shelves? Stories? The library in my mind. Each book a story. Each story someone's life. Each life full of hopes and dreams. When you came close, your book filled a whole bookcase, each story filled with adventure and potential. You mean you read the book about me being a wizard of the Tower Wizards? No, that's not in there, sorry. I know that I'm a teller of tales and a keeper of stories, but beyond that I do not know. You gonna tell me a story there, old man? Nope. I will do so much more than tell you. I will show you my stories, let you be a part of them, live someone else's life for a while. Just come find me on the surface outside these demon halls, and I will be able to explain it better. These dungeons are too dangerous for me to go into great detail. And why are you frozen in ice? You can't remember, huh? Cave-in, flash flood, well, how long have you been frozen down here? It's the 6th age, depending on who you ask and what quest we're doing. Well, in that case, I've been down here for a long time indeed. May even be centuries. All right, well, I'll see you on the surface, buddy. I'm glad we rescued you. Yeah, have a good time up there. Find story elements here in Daemonheim and visit me. With them, they will unlock stories that you will scantly believe. Shall I return to the surface now, or is there more you would like? Get out of here, old man. Cool. So if I take these story fragments we've been finding to him, potentially he'll have more information for us. As you touch the bear pelt, it vanishes, revealing itself to be little more than a memory. You wonder if there's a story about it. Wonka, Wonka! Oh, this guy again. Stop shooting me, I'm coming to get you. I got you stuck in this corner. You can't get away from me now. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Get him, get him, get him, get him. We're at least getting to level 19 down here, which is nice. Let's go. Hi ho. Are we going to hit level 15? That's all that matters. Are we going to hit level 15? Yeah, we reached floor. Hey! Let's go. 18? Well, okay then. We're actually done here, I'm pretty sure. If we have a look at our skill, well, we can't just yet. We'll have to skip this and then leave. I'm ready to go. If we have a look now at this, oh, so close. That hit 27 at some point and I didn't notice. That hit 18 though. And at 15, we get the Dwarven Mine, or Hidden Mine. The Dwarven Mine Hidden Mine, which is specific. I don't know why it lets out up here. I'm not sure why that is, other than to just be a little bit of a nuisance, I suppose. Now, there's a fella up here who's going to tell us stories, and we're going to go talk to him later. For right now, what's most exciting to me is the fact that we're ready to head back to Falador. Johnny Ruun has realized after all of this, oh my gosh, there's someone else on their server. Look at that. Alice Turtle, thanks for joining the Howdy Folks server. Thank you. Johnny Ruun has realized that he's probably good enough at this now to accomplish what was being spoken about before when he was listening in on all those dwarves down there in the mines. Dungeoneering, eh? He said. I reckon I could figure that out. But that's not really how he sounds, because he just has my voice. So he was doing that as a bit of a bit. He was trying to trick the dwarves. He's like, this is how I talk. And they were like, we know it's not. Get my steel weapons. And unfortunately, our iron armor. I found the button the other day to draw our weapons. You can, like, draw them, and then I can't remember where it was. I found it somewhere. It was somewhere you could draw your weapons. Gosh darn it, where was that? There it is. It's right there at the top. Sheath and unsheath your weapons. Look at us. We look almost the same. You basically can't even tell. Let's see if we can figure out Johnny Ruun decided where that stranger was coming in and out at earlier when he was in the mines before. They kept popping in and out from somewhere up here. Looks like he's about to learn that it's this door right here from the looks of things. It's King Scorpion time, baby. It's King Scorpion time. Yeah, Johnny Ruun's ready now, buddy. Johnny Ruun is ready. Johnny Ruun himself is a level 30 combat. These level 22s are nothing. We are absolutely slaughtering them wholesale. Look at this combat encounter. It's going down. Sugar, we're going down swinging. Wow. That was more involved than I would have expected. Now, something I was wondering about is I was wondering whether or not this over here also required dungeoneering, or how exactly you're supposed to pick that open. That might be any number of other skills down here. Right, that could be archaeology to figure that out for all I know. I actually have no idea, but I figured it was worth checking while we were down here. I could just look it up, but I'm not going to. Yeah, you can't see a way to open the door. So however you get in there, I'm still unsure. Oh, this guy's back. That's the special area once we get into the miners guild, right? Like once we're a high enough mining level. How much XP does this thing drop? Because we're not far off from being able to run back to the bank and get our steel armor. Well, there's the answer to that question. Let's go get out of this iron gear. In fact, I'm taking it off as we run. I think actually Johnny Ruun may now be capable of defeating a demon. I think we're there. I think we're finally there. Steal, 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 steal. I'm not encouraging you to do illegal things here. It's 2 E's. Look at us. Look at us. What happens if I emote with weapons drawn? Do they stay drawn? No, sadly they don't. The jump for joy has been my favorite emote, and I think that's the one that's gotten the most play as well in thumbnails. And you know what? It makes sense that Johnny Ruun would be jumping for joy. Because look at how far he's come since he got booted off of the island of tutorial. Think about everything he's accomplished in his life, the adventures he's been on. the explorations he's done. He's level 30 now, bless him. And at level 30, they're still after him, but he's gonna ignore them because he's gonna figure this thing out now. Don't know how that works exactly. Oh, we got a Dungeoneering level for that, everyone. We got a Dungeoneering level for that. Of all, we must have been close. We must have been real close just then. So we can now do the Edgeville Dungeon Hill Giant Dungeon. That's kind of a lot to say right there. And we get 2 bound items. So what's going on in here? What's the story around these parts? We got Mithril? Yeah. Gold? Yeah. What is the magical barrier? What's that all about? Can I pass through that? The feature is only available on a member's world. I can't even get to Phasmatite. I don't know what that is. I don't know why I would want it. I don't know why I thought there would be Addy down here. I had it in my mind there was Addy. I only see Mithril. But we can now mine Mithril, though, is the thing. Folks, I might just be down here for a while. Quite honestly. I think we might come back next time and go fight a demon. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. That's Angelic Vixen. Oh, they were here like the last time I was here. That was a week ago, at least. I can't believe they're still here. And on World 210. Other people don't play on this world. I just assume if I see anyone on this world, they have to be Howdy Folks fans, but they're not. I've yet to find one, even though I've had several people comment that they are on World 210. Just gonna call them out. Just gonna be like, yeah, you were here when I was online a few days ago. See if they explain like what their goals are, what they're working towards. They have not responded at all. I think that they are AFKing or else just super busy, which makes sense. Even in RuneScape 3, you gotta be on your grind. So what are we making out of steel to get our levels up? Because we gotta get our smithing levels up to work with Mithril. Oh, you know what? Shoot, we gotta go actually collect money. Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I just passively smelt things as I watch YouTube or work on... Oh, nice. Okay. Best place to smelt them. Yeah, that... It was supposed to say, in my opinion, but I ran out of characters, I guess. Which is a shame. Bro, that's Punk Tits. I saw Punk Tits online the other day as well. What did I come over here for? Oh, right, we were gonna collect. We're gonna see how our cells went. Did we already do that? I guess we already did that. Well, that's a weird comment to just say nothing. That's odd. So what we're looking for is how we're gonna make a lot of money, right? Ooh, okay, 3,600 for a steel knife, 3,700 for an offhand steel knife. But will they actually sell? Because that's the thing, you can tell me they've got this really high value on the GE, but do they actually sell? I feel like steel nails will sell, because people need to train construction. And like, yeah, technically like 37.75 is less than 28.50. But I think these like, I'll tell you what, let's split them. We're gonna make some steel knife, some steel offhand knife, and we're gonna make some steel nails, and we'll see which ones actually sell close to their MSRP, or whatever you'd consider this. I'm gonna do 50 of the nails because I'm confident in them. Well, no, I'm not because I can't fit that many in my inventory, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know what this comment means. It's honestly funny that my Varrock diary still works. Like I don't know what that means. I'm gonna just be super casual. Just be like, haha, oh yeah? Let's go! Level 24! We're heating up steel faster. Let's set our level target to 30. So we can actually, like, keep track of this. Yeah, I guess because I have new Varrock, it still gives me the +4 extra bars on top. Oh, whoa. I still don't know what that means, but I'm gonna just, like, go along with it like I do. Haha, that seems broken but helpful, XD. I can't wait to get to whatever level makes things, like, already hot. Let's go! Level 28. Create steel items at maximum heat. That's what we need to get to. Let's go! 26, baby! Yeah, let's go! Extra bar chance! You couldn't see that because the thing was up, but it's still... This message is just like... There it is! I just realized that if you stand over here and you heat up one, and then you move it down, and you move another one up into the first slot, you heat it up, you can heat them all up in a single go. And then come over here and hammer them all out. And I realized that, I got really excited about it, and I shouted about it, and I went in a whole demonstration about it, and then I realized I'd paused the recording to save on disk space. So none of that was captured, so now I'm just telling you. that you can do that. Let's go! Now my revelation doesn't even matter because everything I create will already be at maximum heat. So I've got 32.72 more items before we're done. So I'm actually going to make one more nail, and then I'll do 16 of the regular knives and 16 of the offhand knives, and that'll get us up to 30. I think that all that they do is smelt back there. Like, I've never seen them come over here and use the forge or the anvil. They're just constantly smelting, which is kind of crazy. Probably good money, though. People need bars. People need bars. Level 29, heat cap of steel raised by 100. Which is more useful for bigger objects, larger items. Not super useful for us because we're doing like little knives and things, but still very cool. The hour is at hand! It has happened, my friends! We are now able to smelt mithril! Oh, you now have enough levels. You now have all the levels you need for Elemental Workshop 2. It's one of the requirements for One Small Favor, Beneath Cursed Tides, Doric's Task 3, do more stuff in Daemonheim. Of course, the real reason we did all of this was for one reason and one reason only. We really need to update the steel box, or upgrade, I should say, which is the only reason why I only have one inventory full of mithril bars, is because I couldn't be bothered to go back and forth to the bank. Our first mithril object. Let's make this thing happen. You forget how slow it is at the beginning before you get all your buffs for smithing this thing. And we are, I think, gonna have to go reheat it if I'm not mistaken. We're definitely about to hit the halfway mark. And yep, there it is. We're slowing down. Let's go! Why do I still have the bar? I figured it would use the bars in my inventory, not... You know what? It doesn't matter. Let's go to Varric, everyone. Let's go to Varric. Now, the real issue we're going to have when we get over here to the Grand Exchange is that we've only got the 3 slots. So remember all those jokes about pricing these to sell? I'm about to actually price them to sell here, okay? What do we think we would take for? Maybe 1 gold coin each? You want to do that? Let's see what they actually sell for. Wow. Well, I mean, we can't be surprised. We asked and offered and received, you know? Let's say we're willing to sell these at... For each one of these we put in there, we'll do 5% off. So that's not great there. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, there's your answer, folks. That's 153,000. Now, I understand that that's not as much in this game. I get it. But why have we not just been doing nails? Like these, I'm going to put them 5% off. They're just not going to sell. I guarantee you they're not going to sell. In fact... We'll wait. We'll be patient. We'll give them an opportunity. But I think nails has got to be the way to go. We're in the money now. We got 181,000. What do we want to buy? We could buy anything. We could buy... I mean, well, no, that's not true at all. Flaming Sword Enhancement. What is this? This can be redeemed for the Flaming Sword effect override. This will display on all types of swords when activated. By limit per 4 hours, 100. What? I don't have that kind of money yet. If I just wanted to get a basic rune sword, what am I looking at? What about a +3? Now, how do I make it a +3? Is that something you just do while smithing? Is that something I have the ability to do? I feel like someone's probably already like figured this out and left a comment for me, and I just didn't realize. I'm sorry. You know, sometimes I record a little bit in the... look, I've been having a lot of fun playing the game. So, you know, sometimes I just record a bit into the future here. Well, let's say steel, right? Like, I've already got 1 steel. What if I want to make this a +1? So let's say I wanted to make a steel sword. Oh, look, right there, +1. Oh, you just add steel bars. Well, how do I get past +1 here, huh? How do I get to +2, +3? Oh, okay, Mithril goes to +2. Ruun goes to +3. A Necronium bar. Primal bar goes to Burial. Well, let's start with steel. And let's take something we already have, right? Because we're currently wielding on our person a steel scimitar. I can make a steel scimitar +1. Well, if I have it, like, unequipped, maybe it'll let me? Yeah, actually I can. I should just do that. I don't know why I haven't. The great thing about this is that it should have the exact same stats. So, hot dang, we got our +1 steel scimitar. So, like, the base one is, like, 192, 316. This is 201 and 329. Okay, that's pretty decent. Oh, it's also, it's the same speed. Never mind. I was about to say something really stupid. It's not. It's the same speed. Still pretty decent gains. Let's do the same thing here with the offhand. Assuming you can actually get one to sell for 12k, that's pretty decent, but it's a lot of steel. Seems like it could be worth it, though. All right, now we can equip the 2 of those, and we're mildly more powerful. Oh! Oh, the armor has +1s as well. Oh, okay then. If we're gonna actually fight a demon at some point in the near future, which I keep threatening to do, we're gonna need to have this upgraded armor. Even though, like, objectively fighting these cultists. Hold on. Don't they use magic? Are we better off not attacking him with melee? Oh, I don't know. I think we'll send it. I think we'll full send it. I'm pretty sure I've always done it in melee, even if it doesn't make sense, you know? Level 31, a little bit slightly faster mithril smithing. Have we actually done combat since getting the steel armor? I think we fought those gosh darn scorpions, and that's about it. Well, the steel armor has now been completely reworked to be plus armor, which is legendary. Now let's go see whether or not, I wasn't paying enough attention to the chat. Maybe all that stuff sold. If not, we're immediately discounting it. So 147 is what we were hoping to sell them for. Can we just sell them for 100? Will anyone be interested in them for that price? I'm trying to figure out how it arrives at that GE price. If actually no one's buying, it must just be that that's like what they recently sold for, and someone bought like 20 of them, but they're not actually in high demand. Shoot, 75. 75, about half of what it's telling me they'll sell for. 75, and we'll give it a day. We'll give it a night. See what happens. Well, I logged in today to find that 400 steel knives have sold, but only the steel knives, not the offhand steel knives. So I'm glad I decided to split them up. We're going to price to sell, but we're not going to price to sell as aggressively as we did before. I'll take 25 each. Maybe, we'll see. Now the question is, are we actually going to do Demon Slayer? Because here's the thing. I've ended this video 3 times now, each time saying, well, we'll do Demon Slayer in the next video, and then I come back and realize, I don't really want to do Demon Slayer. I want to keep grinding levels. We'll do this later. We'll just keep adding on to this video. I've recorded hours of grinding at this point. That is a funny sentence, and it sounds questionable. You know what I mean, okay? Don't take that out of context. Hey, I have a question. You know that book that we read when we teleport? Does that book, like, is the idea there that, is it a book that we're reading to make the teleport happen? Is it like a magic book? Or is it a book that we're reading to pass the time until the teleport is over because it takes so long? I've always wondered. Comment down below, let me know. Now, what are you doing, Reese, you're thinking? What are you doing going over here? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm going to mine mithril, because I don't know where Addy is, and I also couldn't smelt it even if I had it, but you know what I can smelt? I can smelt mithril, and I could probably get some money for it. So I'm going to do this for a while now. For how long? I don't know. I figure I'll go ahead and fill up the mithril ore box at least once. But I'd like to do it until I can get to smithing level 40. And we don't have to do mithril. We can continue doing iron or steel. You know, if we find something that works well for us and earns us a lot of money, we might end up just going back and doing that instead. We'll have to go get more coal as well in order to smelt this stuff up. All right, Johnny Ruun just talked to one of these dwarves over here. It's a real thing that just happened. And found out that if you go to the southeast mine, the mine southeast of Varrock, one that I believe the mine where we found that missing ghost head, this one right here, they should have copper, tin, clay. I was told they would have Addy. Oh, I guess we were misled. I guess we were deceived. Sorry, no, Varrock. Sorry, the southeast Varrock mine is what the dwarf had said moments ago. And indeed, there's mithril and Addy there. It's a little bit far from a bank, but not too far, especially when you have the ore box, you know, that helps out a lot. But until we can smith it, there's kind of no point in going to get it. Also, we need to smith ourselves up some new tools and armor, so when we do eventually reach, you know, level 30 on all of these, we'll be able to effectively use those. I'm gonna pause the recording here now, probably, like right after we get this next mining level. Look at that, level 41! Nice, more storage in our box now. I think we actually have to inspect to find out, well, nope, inspect. The ore box is empty. Let's fill it, and then it'll show us if we inspect it that we can hold 120 mithril, which is cool and fun. By the by, if you know of better methods than the ones I'm using in this video, because I'm so far behind, you know, do feel free to let me know. You don't have to. I could also look it up, but this is the method that I know of is mining. This is what I did. This is what I did as a child. You know, this is taking me back to my halcyon days. Ooh, I got an odd one here. You found entry number 1 in Borik's Book of Metal. Speak with Borik in the mines under his father Doric's workshop north of Falador to learn more. Well, that's part of a quest line. Well, okay, let me take that back. That's not part of a quest line. What I do know is that Doric is part of a quest line. I didn't know he had a son, so that's intriguing. I think there's actually a quest you have to complete before you can do these. Yeah, what's mine is yours, which is a lovely 5th Age quest. The quest is fully voiced. All right, so I'm intrigued by that quite a bit. We'll come back to that later. Let's go! It's one of the requirements for the hunt for Surok. I am Surok. Great game from the N64. It's not. It's a bit. I'm doing a bit. I hope you know that I'm doing a bit. If you didn't know that I was doing a bit, I'm just disappointed in you, personally. All right, I believe with that, when we fill this up, we should be at 120. So let's go get some more coal. We went through some coal before. It's kind of weird that that door actually just magically teleports you. It's a little disorienting as well. Just get 120 of this, and I don't know, maybe we stop and get some iron as well as while we're down here. And then I think we'll head over and start smelting all of this stuff. Hey, I have a question. Why do we have a mithril pick? Why do we have a mithril pick? Did we not buy an addy pick? Where is my addy pick? Did I sell the addy pick by mistake? Is that what happened? When I got a mithril one and an addy one, did I accidentally sell the wrong one? This entire time I've been mining with an inferior pick. Why have I been using an inferior pick? Did y'all notice that? I guess no part of this video, the many recording sessions, has gone out yet, because they're all going together into a single video. So earlier in this very video, you probably watched me do that. Why did I do that? Look at this. Add to tool belt. You added the adamant, now we got this one. What? Why? Why? For the last, 12 levels when I could have been using a faster and superior addy pickaxe, I'm assuming it's faster. It's faster in the original game. It's faster in old school. I don't know why they wouldn't be faster now. What would be the advantage of getting a new pick if it wasn't faster? It only makes sense that it's faster. Why? Yeah, it does higher mining damage. This does mining damage of 15 to 45 with a 30 rock penetration, which is a funny concept. Whereas this does view it. Can I remove it, I guess. This does 2060 versus 1545 and 50 rock penetration. Why were we not using that? I'm so confused, and I'm angry, and I'm borderline frustrated. But no, I'm not borderline. I'm fully frustrated and angry at myself and no one else, because at the end of the day, I've got no way to complain about anyone but me. Because it's entirely my fault. I could blame Johnny Ruun. I could say Johnny Ruun did it, but Johnny Ruun just listens to the very loud voice in his head by the fella named Reese who won't leave him alone. Level 43, 5% better critical swings. We could go mine diamonds if we were a member in Shiloh Village, or we could just get diamonds from Dungeoneering somehow. I don't know. Precious gem rocks diamond also requires 75 Dungeoneering. I don't know where I'm Dungeoneering where I can get those, but let me know, because I'll go get level 75. I'll do it. Okay, so that right there should be 120 coal. Let's get some iron. Why not? Life is short. Get some iron. You need it to survive. A lot of people have an iron deficiency. Man, they don't even know about it. They don't know that's happening to them. This guy's going to be a nuisance. This guy's going to be a problem. We could ignore him, but I say we go ahead and... Oh, geez, the game won't even let me attack him. Let's go. Come on, what are we doing? We should be going 100% into strength. I don't know what level. He's level 22. We're level 30 right here is our combat level. That's when people look at us. That's the level they see us as. So I don't know what level we need to be for him to start leaving us be. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully we get there. Oh, there it is. Just defeated the gosh darn Scorpion King over here. Managed to get level 17. And still level 30 though. I don't remember. It's not like 1-to-1 here, obviously. I can't remember if it's like for every 4 levels. That can't be right. I could probably math it by just adding all of these together and then dividing by this number. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that, and you can't make me. I'm an adult! Level 44! Slightly better cruel. Better cruel? Slightly better cruel. We'll get a 5% slightly better critical swing. Okay, that should be, yep. All of that, and I actually went a little over there. We're going to go back to Valric instead of going to immediately process all of these ores, because I want to sell that mithril pick. How did I sell the Addy one? Is that what I did? I guess it must be. There's no other explanation, but I don't understand how I managed to do that. But before we go up to the Grand Exchange, which is what my next plan is, I wanted to go check out the situation over here at this mine. They call it a mine. A mine. And it looks great. What I like about this is that there's 2 rocks right next to what I was going to say. So if that happens, all I have to do is turn slightly to the side and start mining that one after we finish with this one, obviously. So we're going to get some Addy. Even if we can't process it right now, we can still hold 100 of them. Actually, maybe more now. I think we could probably hold 120 of these now. Because I forgot. No, we're not able to deposit those in there because it's a mithril one. So we can't even deposit them. Well, we'll get an inventory full at least. When we eventually get the smithing up, we'll be able to do something worthwhile with those. Okay, well, that's everything we can hold. You know what? I don't need that. I don't need that. I just don't need that piece of iron. We'll go ahead and get one more piece of Addy. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize we were going to be getting level 45. One of the requirements for Summer's End. Very good stuff. A higher critical swing against adamant. That's helpful, right? Higher chance of finding geodes when mining. We've got a bunch of geodes. Let's get up to the GE. And once we get up to the GE, we're going to sell this mithril pick. We will tuck everything away in storage that we can't deal with, like all this Addy, and we'll crack open all these geodes. All of these sedimentary geodes. Price to sell, folks. Price to sell. We got the mithril pick up for 5,000. We got these up for 10 now. Lowered them even further. Let's get over here to... That is Taverley. That is not where we want to go. Berthorpe is the place to be. And now here's the question. What are we doing with that book? We reading it? We passing the time? We just waiting? Is our mouth moving? Are we doing some sort of incantation? Are we summoning a devil? Is this demonic content in my Christian RuneScape server? I think not. Let's deposit all into that there ore bank. And we can go not make adamant yet. Not quite there yet. Missing that level. Oh! Oh, you don't use coal anymore. You use lumite. That's odd to me. That's strange. That's different. That's okay. We'll accept it, even if we're not particularly happy about it. I forgot to crack open all of the geodes. I apologize, everyone. I am sorry for my failings. Let's get to smithing here, eh? Alright, I now have 140 mithril bars. And if you wonder how we got there, it's because there's a rare chance every so often for us to get double bars. So we had the 120 mithril to start with. Now we have 140 mithril bars. Which is pretty good. And we got to figure out, well, what are we going to make? Probably these, I would assume. What do you mean you can't sell them? What am I going to do with mithril nails? Dart tips. Look like they sell for a lot if they actually sell for that much, but they might not. Do you think people are actually out there, like, itching to buy mithril plate body for 62, 61? I feel like not. It's a lot of XP, though. Like, that's a lot of XP. And if you go all the way up, like, yeah, I mean, listen, this is less, but it costs less, and it's still pretty good profit. The question is, are arrowheads selling? And I don't know. I'm going to make 24 of the arrowheads, and I'm going to see how well they sell on the GE. And also, I'm going to take this opportunity to show you what I figured out last time, because I tried to explain it, but then I had the video paused and it was too late. But you see how we just heated one up, and normally what we do is we'd come over here and hammer it out, and I come over here to heat up the next one. Watch this. If I replace this one like that, heat it up, now that one's heated up, right? Okay, and then I just swap it with the second to the last. And then I don't have to go back and forth. And eventually we'll get to a smithing level on here where it's just create mithril items at maximum heat. That's at level 36. We won't have to do this ever again. But this is more time efficient, heating them all up in a single go. Also, a while back, I was like, I can't open it up once there's already an item in my inventory. You can. You just right-click and go to Open Smithing Interface. Figured that one out just now. You'd think I'd already know. You'd be wrong. Let's go, everybody! Now that I went through all the effort of heating these up, guess what? The heat cap's been raised. What's this? That's my Ruun store? What on earth is a Ruun? I don't care. Man, I just saw Ghostly, who from last night and from a previous mining experience, they're on World 210. They're rocking the World 210. They're here just about every time I'm here. They already ran back into the cave. And I had a whole diatribe about them. And then I started talking about Star Wars, and I started ranting about Kathleen Kennedy, and I realized the video is still paused. I'm not used to that. I don't typically pause my videos, but because these have been such long recordings of mostly me just, like, smithing and mining, I was like, I gotta save space. I can't have 40 hours of video for what's going to turn into, like, 10 minutes of content. So you'll just never get to hear that rant, and that's life, I guess. Hey! Our mithril pickaxe sold. That's nice to see. And I remembered to unpause the recording for that announcement. Small progress in life. Hey, look at us go! We're level 33 now, everybody! It's one of the requirements for Elemental Workshop 3. The heat cap is raised even further for mithril. And this isn't relevant. And there's Ghost. There's Ghostly. So we've come full circle here. We've come full circle. And with that, we are finished with the arrowheads. We've got 1,800 of them. We'll see how they sell here in a minute. Before that, though, I was curious to see whether or not we could get anything worthwhile out of selling the plate body. If we do end up doing plate bodies, like a lot, we'll do them in Varrock because it's right next door to a bank, which makes more sense. I'm going to do, let's say, 3 of them for now. And we're going to do a regular... I mean, I don't think there's any reason to do a +1 when you could just go ahead and do a... That can't be right. When you can go ahead and do a +2, is that right? Never mind. Forget everything I said. We're going to go ahead and do... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do plus... Yeah, for the money. For the money. And the XP. Crazy XP. Look at that XP. Now, I don't know if that's total for, like, making the regular and then the +1 and then the +2, or if that is for... Like, each stage has its... Well, you know what? We'll find out in about 2 seconds. Item experience is 600 XP. So when we start over here, it'll start showing us chip into that. So that is for this object, and we'll find out when we go back over there. Well, yeah, it's gotta be. It can't be, like, cumulative, because... Yeah, because +1 was also 600, so it's not like you're getting no XP for that. Wow. Okay. Oh, my good gosh. I realize it's got a little cool, so it's slowed down. But I already heated it up multiple times. It took for freaking ever, man. This is such a procedure. I would almost rather make the arrowheads just because it's less work. Especially at this point, because you don't actually have to reheat them once they're heated. You know, they slow down a little bit at the tail end, but eventually they go again. I can get up and walk away, and it'll keep going. But this... By the way, we hit level 34. We can smith mithril 10% faster. Whoopity-doo, Basil. What does it all mean, you know, at the end of the day? Now we move on to +1. And basically, the process begins all over. Such a freaking process. But if they sell for this much, I mean... That's not too bad. We've got level 35. Heat mithril 33% faster. That'll be nice. That's actually going to be noticeable with these larger pieces. That's huge right there. And if we had Dwarf Cannon completed, we could make a cannonball. But we don't have Dwarf Cannon completed. What am I doing? Level 36. Create mithril items at maximum heat. That's the one we've been waiting for all of our lives. What is that? What is that? Oh, that's Frozen 2. You are the one you've been waiting for all of your life. Show yourself. All right, we finally did it. We're finally done. They're getting the heck out of here. We're going to Varric. Shout out to this guy, this Assistant Smith here. You can't see him anymore. He's there. I was wondering if I could still do the exam, and he can't. He's the real G, though, keeping that stuff heated for us 24/7 on server 210. Get involved, folks. So the Mithril pick sold for exactly what we were expecting, which is nice. These aren't selling. You know what? Let me show you this. This is called pricing to sell in desperation. No one wants these. All right, arrowheads, and they're selling for 43 a piece. We're gonna say we'll take as low as 40, and let's just see if we can get 72k for those. And then I'm pretty sure that these took longer. I'm pretty sure that these took longer, and we will be willing to take 25k each. Let's go, and we'll see if any of these sell. Why is that yellow? Why is that yellow? View offer? Why would they be yellow? Is it just because of the value, the amount? I'm not in a rush to sell either of these. So we'll see if any of them sell. It'd be interesting to find out. That's for sure. And I'm finally cracking open all these sedimentary geodes. Trying to like keep them in order as they come in, but it's not really working out for me. We got some diamonds coming in here. That's pretty hot. Hey, let's go. Level 7 crafting. Well, no, not craft. Is that crafting? That is crafting. I can make a pie dish now if I wanted to. I don't want to, but I could. I don't think I can do jade yet. I keep trying, but it's locked. Requirements not met. I think I said it was because I wasn't a member before. I wanted to establish that if I did say that, I know now I'm just a fool. That's not actually the reason. I think it just requires a higher level, but I don't know what that level is. Jades require 13. And then, I don't know if we can do anything with crushed gems. Emerald. I wish it showed pictures of the items, because I'm just scrolling through here, and I'm like, ooh, I hope I don't pass emerald, because it's going by too quickly, and everything turns into a blur as you scroll. Sapphires require 20. Oh, you get the general idea. If I wanted to just go ahead and, let's get rid of these for a moment. If I wanted to buy a ore box, an Addy ore box, what would that cost me? That's not unreasonable, but I'd feel like a failure if I didn't go ahead and make my own. So we're not going to do that. We're going to put these back in there at next to nothing and hope someone buys them. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you one thing for absolutely certain is I am not doing the plate bodies again. Absolutely not. We'll be doing arrowheads. Gosh darn it. Because I can do all 27 of them. They all get made at their max heat now. And then I can come over here and I can just walk away. Yeah, so I actually got up and just went into the kitchen and like organized some things and came back to see that we're now level 37. So we can smith mithril bars 50% faster. That's good stuff. And about halfway through, I'm gonna go keep doing stuff. Okay, so we're done with those. We've got another 2,025 arrowheads. And you might think, well, Reese, is it about time to call it quits? No, of course it isn't. It's about time to make more. I don't even care if they sell. Just the fact that I can so easily AFK them and get up and do other things. That's what's got me sold here. Are we going to hit level... like, hold on. Each one of these gets me how much? 75, I believe? 120 experience in each item. I thought it was 75. But suppose I wasn't paying enough attention. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. It doesn't really matter one way or the other. What matters is that, yeah, we're definitely getting to the next level. Ah, shoot. I missed that level by like a long shot. So now we have a chance at extra mithril. So I probably shouldn't have smithed it all when I did. Wait, I thought we already had that. Because we had 100... No, I was just wrong earlier. Because earlier the reason we had 140 mithril was because of that one time we filled up our inventory with it. And then we went back and filled up the bag. So I was wrong. I'm gonna have to put a note in the episode that I was wrong. But I'm correcting it now so it's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we got 3 more bars. Before we finish that, I'm actually start up a whole other batch here so that I can AFK a little longer. Okay, I came back here just in time to see that this is almost finished, but we're not quite level 40 yet. So when this one finishes, which it should be close right now, we're at 70, 88%, couple more whacks of the old hammer there. We'll finish with our mithril arrowheads. I think now we'll move on to... Let's just make some steel bars. We're going to make all the steel bars that we can make until we're all out of coal. And then we're going to turn them into, oh heavens, I don't know, whatever we're able to make them into. And then we'll see if we're any closer. Because I just want to hit 40. That's all I want to do. I just want to upgrade this to adamantite. See, now this is the reason I was thinking 75 XP, because that's how much you get for the steel arrowheads. Didn't we determine that nails were better, though? They just sell better. They sell more reliably. I think this is the way to go here, is the nails. Once again, I have just returned to find that we've already leveled up. We are now level 39, and we can smith heat mithril 66% faster, which is very exciting. I think that for the next few levels, I'm going to keep doing lower level ores, even though they are theoretically, technically, like lower level bars, I should say, and lower level smithing items, probably mithril, because it's so much easier when you've already got all of the buffs to that item. So I can AFK mithril, but it's going to be a while before I can AFK Addy, so probably just going to stick with mithril until I've got, I would assume 49 is where we're going to unlock. Oh, I don't even see it in here. Do we ever get a point where Addy items are made at their max? Oh, 41 create adamant items at maximum heat. That's weird that they go in different orders. I hadn't realized that before somehow. Yeah, so it's 28 to create steel items at maximum heat. It is 38 to... 36 to create mithril items at maximum heat. And then it is 41 to create adamant. And then what about Ruun? Ruun is 59. Why? It seems so arbitrary. You're like one level away from being able to do whatever you get at level 60. I guess what, orichalcum? Yeah, and sometimes those boxes pop up and they stay on the screen in the way for too long. Yeah, orichalcum's at 60, and then 63 to create orichalcum items at maximum heat. It just seems like someone just put all of the different options on a dartboard and just lobbed darts at them. Very odd. Very, very odd behavior. And then this goes all the way up to level 110. And then at level 100, you got primal smelting, and then 108 to create primal items at maximum heat. Ridiculous. Simply ridiculous. And I accidentally made a whole bunch of unfinished arrowheads instead of nails. So that was, I mean, it's the same XP. It's just, well, we know one of those sells rather quickly and for a pretty decent price. And the other one is steel arrowheads. So that's life. Okay, I've arrived just in time, I think. I did go ahead and make some more of the nails and get those queued up after doing a little bit of math. So theoretically, when this one's done, that should be all the XP needed. There we go, to get to 4. Before it even finished even, which is, I mean, I've said even too many times, but check that out now. That is one of the requirements for Family Crest. We now have all of the levels needed for Doric's Task 4, which is great, because that's all of Doric's tasks. Which means we can immediately do the Doric quest and then all of Doric's... listen, I did a little thing. I try not to spoil things for myself, but I did take a little gander at the rewards here. And there's something called 750 charges on the Gielinor amulet, and I don't know what that is. So I don't know if that's something we get from this quest. Should we cheese it? I know I just said I don't like to do this, but is that something... Yeah, the Gielinor amulet is something we get from this, which gives you a limited bonus mining and smithing XP. Oh, interesting. Are these repeatable? It says they're mini quests. So I'm assuming once they're done, and there's no repeating them, tragically, sadly. So I don't know what happens once we run out of charges on the Gielinor amulet, or whatever it's called. Is that a pun? It's just occurred to me that might be a pun. Go fan on. Go? That one's pretty easy. Fan? Well, that's you folks. You're big fans of Howdy Folks. Anon? Is that a QAnon reference? You know, with the Epstein files coming out, do we owe those people an apology? Do we now that we know that pedophile cannibal cults exist, should we consider maybe, you know? Oh, I don't know why people were so surprised by the revelations in there. Like, did we not know that human beings are horrible, wretched individuals? Have you ever read a Bible? Go look at what people used to do to Baal. It'll sacrifice, literally sacrifice children to Baal. That's not even like, oh, I don't believe in the Bible. That's a historically provable fact. You don't need to believe in the Bible to recognize that human beings have been messed up for generations. And there's been this delusion among certain members of society that, well, as we learn more and society develops and we become more intelligent, we won't do things like that anymore. And now we found out that elites in like Washington and in Hollywood are like, no, I'll sacrifice a child to Baal to get more successful and more powerful. I'll do that. I'll eat a kid. I'll do horrible other things. We're not, you know what, let's not get into it in our fun freaking RuneScape series. Let's just have fun here. Let's well, you know what's gonna sell almost immediately is these. We'll even offer them for less. We'll throw them up there for 30 just to get the sell done. And look at that. Just like that, we made way more than we initially tried. These might sell at the right price. If we price them at 10 each, do you think we can get... Because we just got to get rid of them, basically, so we can have the slot open for the next thing. That was 30,000. We got... we're a third of our way, basically, to... Not quite, to our first mill, which is nothing in this game, we now know. We'll take... I'll do 30 each and just see if we get anything for them, you know? Oh, they sold immediately and we made... Okay, that's a pretty big price difference there. We made some pretty decent bank. So yeah, we're at $500,000 now. If we could just sell these bad boys, get those things back, put those things back in there, sell those for maybe like 20k each. Did I already have them at 20k each? I can't remember what I was offering them at. You know what? Screw it. Sorry, that was vulgar, wasn't it? To heck with it, even. Would be better. There we go. 10k each. Just please someone go buy all these offhand steel knives. I'm begging you. As a favor for the Howdy Folks community, go buy those things. I'm giving them away for so little. And if you have the time and patience, if you're a member and you have more slots, you can just leave them sitting on there for longer. And you'll probably make more money because eventually someone will be willing to pay like market price for them. I just can't afford, like, I guess I could have afforded to leave them in there because clearly I sold everything, so I don't need the slots anymore. But heading back into the dwarf mine, that's a tree, what I just clicked there. That's not what I meant to do. I seem to remember seeing... What were we looking at? Electrolytes? That's not it. No, what is it? Luminol? Add just a little bit of luminol. Luminite. Illuminati. Oh no! It's all come back around full circle. How deeply unpleasant. Does the map just show me what's down here by chance? Okay, we don't know what... That's membership, so it doesn't even matter. Copper and tin. We've got some coal. We've got some iron. We've got some luminite. There we go. And then there's also some phasmatite back there, but we can't do anything with that. Phasmatite sounds cool, though. It sounds tight. Yeah, baby! Just sprint through here and try to get past... You know what? No, we're going to fight the King Scorpion. Because gosh darn it, we do still need them levels there. And now we don't have to deal with him for a little while longer, but there is another King Scorpion here that I guess we ought to take out while we got the opportunity. We didn't come down here without food this time, but we're doing alright. We're doing a bit of alright. I also don't think this guy would otherwise be able to get to us over here, so I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be dealing with King Scorpions while collecting the lumite. And if we get desperate, we can just stand back here in that corner. But look at that, we are now level 18, which is what we want to see. Not that that gains us anything. But let's start collecting this stuff. Actually, it doesn't look like we can stand back here. Can't stand back there either. That's all right. I don't know how much of this was needed to get Addy. Was it 1-to-1? Because it didn't. I didn't even check with Mithril. Was coal 1-to-1 on Mithril these days? I'm pretty sure it was 2-to-1 and then 3-to-1 with Addy and like 4-to-1 with Ruun. I say like back in the day, but I'm assuming on old school as well. I've not done mining and smithing in a long time, so I might have just a horrible recollection on that. I got all, if you look up the Jubilee account, it was 2017 when I went really heavy into trying to get all of my mining levels up on that account. 27, it's almost been, it's crazy to me to think that because I still think about like, oh, old school RuneScape just came out, and I just started the Jubilee account basically a couple of years ago. It was 2016 when I started that account, and it was 2017 when I was playing it pretty heavy. You know, like I say, I go off and on every so often. I did a lot of questing in 2024, maybe a little in 2025. I actually can't remember now the timeline on that perfectly. But what I do know is that, can those go in there? Can I fill those? No, we gotta upgrade that bad boy. What I do know is that I got most of my mining levels doing the prospector mine. I can't remember what it's called, where you dig in like ore veins basically, and you kind of get random ores. You got to process them through that big machine and hammer the wheels to keep the thing going. And that old man there shouting about nonsense. It's a good time. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm just saying that. It was 27. I mean, it was on a ride to Disney World. I remember sitting in the back being like, well, I'm not going to spend the whole 16-hour ride playing. I did. And I got to say, cell phone coverage was phenomenal. I did not lose connection even once. Spent the entire time playing. Had a grand old time. I had 2 king scorpions, both eyeballing me like they want to eat me for lunch or something. Gonna go ahead and take this one down. I don't like the way this one was looking at me a second ago, even though it was nowhere near me and could have basically caused me no harm. Get out of here, you! Can't you see I'm busy? If I'm not mistaken, I believe that attack changes what you can actually wield, whereas strength increases your attacks with the thing you're wielding. But also each of them have different little like objects down here that you get access to with them, which is kind of cool. And once again, I think I've said it 14 times in this video, we're not going to bother figuring this system out because we know it's changing in the near future. Probably by the time this video's out. Alrighty, legendary. Let's kill this King Scorpion, and then we'll be on our way to process all of this. Let's go! Level 19. River crossing to Alcarid shortcut. Nice. Okay. We just got to get it to 20 now. And once we have it at 20, we'll be basically unstoppable. I'd go fight another one. But at this point, we're pretty low on HP. Ah, we can kill one more. Jeez, okay, we're very close to dying now. Let's get out of here. Let's, I'm not in combat. That's objectively false. I'm not in combat. I'm completely safe. I'm fine. Open up the gosh dang thing and get me to Berthorpe. Gosh, now, I think I could still be attacked doing this. And with how low it would, a couple of hits. A couple of lucky hits from the King Scorpion. I would be dead. But not today, ladies and gentlemen. Not today. You think they're ever going to pick up that body over there, or they're just going to leave him there? That dead adventurer. That's not really a good look for Berthorpe, man. I don't know about that. I'd be questioning this this prince here if he was just leaving corpses lying around. Like, what, prince? Huh? What is he good for? Nothing. And this requires Luminite as well. And I can confirm, it's just 1 coal. That's, I think, from earlier in the video, another foolish thing I said. Or the last video, I don't know. I've been recording a lot and nothing's come out yet. So that's Luminite, that's Luminite. And then when we get over here to Orichalcum, we need Dracolith. And then with Necronium, you gotta have Phasmatite. And then with Benite, well, Benite's just by itself, but you need 2 of them. And then Ruun, Light, Animica, Dark Animica, to get Elder and Primal. Sweet heavens. Who goes through all of this? And then what is this? What is this? What is this? What would I even do with this? This is absurd. This is absolute absurdity. Someone, like, I enriched alloy bar. What is going on with all this? And then don't even get me started on a basilisk banite. I don't understand the game anymore. I don't know how many of these we can make. How much of this we got? 23? Yeah, do 23 of them. Let's go. Okay, deposit all that. And then you know what we're here for. We're not even going to bother making ourselves fancy adamant armor. We're just going to make the ore box. The ore box is worth quite a bit of money. And I guarantee you, the ore box would probably sell. Because there's new players all the time getting these levels who are like, I don't want to get my smithing up. I just want to buy an ore box. That's not bad. It's 2 adamant, but and then, you know, it requires 2 mithril before that and 2 steel. That's probably... That probably sells. Freaking Ghostly. Still here. Still crushing it. All right. Now, you might think we're going to leave now. You might think we're going to go, but we're actually going to open all of these and see what we get. Okay, that's all good stuff. Gonna go ahead and craft that. Well, no, we can't do jade yet. We're gonna go up here and fight these wolves real quick. I don't remember how much XP these guys dropped. Oh my gosh, hold on, my health is in poor stats. No, turn that back off. I just want to get this to 20. And once that's done, I promise we're gonna go fight a demon. Wait, why is my health full now? I ate one of these and my health was immediately... Why was my health immediately restored? I ate 2 by mistake because I didn't realize my health was immediate. Now I'm confusion. Now I am confusion. Fight the wolf with my confusion. They're too low level to be worth it in the end. Were the trolls in the cave a higher level than this? I actually can't remember. You only need to kill a couple more. This is it. This is literally the last one. And it's been such an involved process to gain so few levels. We're now level 20 strength, which doesn't do a lot for us here except for in Daemonheim. Alright. After all that work, I think we're finally ready to go face a demon. Or do something else.